How it do, how it be, how it is, everybody. Welcome in and welcome back. It is time to jump into episode 5 of season 2's Void Scourge. Last we left off, this arc being named The Failed God, the party finds themselves in the island of Vishtik, surrounded and bombarded by a nautiloid fleet. Many holy beings residing around the god Axie, which has submerged itself into the astral current. There's a lot going on. On top of all of this, there is a barely sentient people down in the bowels of this island that are actually having premonition nightmares. They have prophesied the coming of this comet. Turns out the mind flayers, not finding success in their assault, have gotten a hold of a nearby comet. The party intends to set out to prevent this. I'm SirFeffers, the humble dungeon master of the long shot table. This is Void Scourge. If you want to get caught up, you can go to the YouTube Jake and Feffers, and there's a fantastic community in the Discord. We have a special guest with us today. Why don't you start us off, Dinkles?
Howdy, I'm Dinkles, aka Matt, but just call me Dinkles, that's fine. I'm on the internet making music and songs, and you can find me over at Unbeatable Cast on YouTube, where we do a Pokemon TTRPG actual play show that we're building from the ground up. And we're about to hit episode 40 pretty soon, so if you want to get in on that story, do that or something. Up to you, I'm not your boss. I'll pass it to Fish.
Hello, I am Fish Finley. You can find me on all the places as Fish Finley. I sing, I play games, I do art. It's a fun time. I just finished doing all of Inktober, so go check out my Instagram if you want to see 31 straight days of drawing.
It's amazing.
It was wild, and I did it. Woo! Check out my YouTube and my TikTok. Music-y things are happening. I recently uploaded a singy song TikTok, so those are coming out. In this game, I am playing Azalea, a walking nightmare. It is so much fun. That's kind of it. I'm gonna pass it on to Lex.
Hello. I am SmolBirdLex. You can find me at SmolBirdLex and SmolBirdArt. You can see around you. I've done all this art. I drew all the characters. Hire me. Give me money.
They're very good. Highly recommend. Very, very highly recommend.
I am playing Miriam, our walking frozen meat section. Just all the meat. Pass it over to Mike. Offbeat.
What up? My name is Offbeat Outlaw. You can find me on YouTube and TikTok under those exact same names. I make Dungeons and Dragons, power builds, and other such things. I'm also designing a TTRPG. You should go check out the YouTube. I've been designing some of it live, and it's been a hoot and a half.
You recently got to premiere your Stacks builds.
I did get to, we did last night. Squim, Matt was there when was showcasing some of the. That was the 4th official playtest that we've done of Stacks thus far. And we didn't get to finish combat, but I still got some very important data. So if you want to see more of the design process of what it's like to reinvent math and dice, go there. I'm playing Nova Wake. Pirate Space Wizard.
Excellent.
Yeah.
All right. We find ourselves on the ship. You've got a little bit of time before you need to take essentially your long rests. The party intends to head towards this comet that is veering towards Ishtik. A couple things can be done in preparation. We recently discovered that we have access to magical artifacts in the form of the Void Scourge, the recovered ship pieces. Mary, with the help of Ronnie, begins preparation for a hero's feast for the entire ship. And this will take duration during the long rest, and you'll have it going into the next day. What things would you like to attend to, take care of, pry, unpeel? Unpeel? Peel or fix, shore up, or gather? before this last push.
I'm going to consult the Prowl Maiden on
Okay.
my wrist and go, so, what's up with the anchor? Why did it do what it did?
The Void Scourge will be so much more than it ever had been. It will have power. Will have a gravity that will be respected.
Guess that's good to know. But why did that only happen after we broke it? Why wasn't it super dangerous when we were, sailing the high seas?
This is the nature of things. Something becomes known, famous, thought upon, changed, mythic.
Well, I didn't realize it was famous.
It's on its way.
I mean, I know it was famous where we came from. Like, of course, everyone knows us, but like,
Think of
outside
the
of that.
adventures that you are on now.
I guess that's true.
All you have done, everything you've touched, affected, altered, grown.
I guess that's true. Well, it's good to know, I guess. Glad that things seem to be looking up for us. Our ship will be even better once it's reassembled. But, okay.
You come to terms with the idea, Nova, that this ship, what you will eventually have within your control, is, I mean, player to player is the equivalent of like a Death Star. Maybe not something so one-sided and astronomical, but definitely that weight and gravity of force within the astral realm. You begin to understand why so many different factions and factors are bending their minds in y'all's direction, taking interest, taking note. Some of the more clever entities within the worlds.
Well, I guess it's good to know. Well, I guess I can get started on some preparations. I'm going to take the rest of my time to build a proper simulacrum.
Okay.
Using a 7th level spell slot rather than wishing one for the next day.
Okay. Swim!
Yes.
You sense a presence that bears upon you, unseen. An intellect. Maybe multiple intellects. Keeping tabs on you, noticing you, not able to have access to your mind, but certainly focused. It's no true mind. It's no elder brain. Clearly.
Can I sense what I could fathom this to be, or what I could assume it might
Sure.
be?
Make an Arcana check.
Okay, let me check and make sure this is on here. I'm gonna do the great thing and check my hardware acceleration before I roll my dice because I made that mistake.
I just did that
multiple
just now.
times.
So same.
Ooh, someone's clever.
It was off. I'm smart. Let's run that back. Let's pull this back up. And that was Arcana, you said?
Indeed.
Cool. Look at this dice roll so smoothly. Wow, crazy.
Wow.
That is a 14.
Okay.
A quickly rolled 14.
It could be some stronger element of your quote-unquote superiors. Of course, you have no superiors. But this council of mind flayers calling the shots might be setting aside more effort into looking in on you and your whereabouts.
Interesting. Crew, it seems that we're being watched. They are not successful, but they are still trying, so we may need to act quickly with our next plan.
My insight not catch anything?
On Squim? Because otherwise, no.
Definitely squib. Just checking if he's...
I feel like I also would just be like, on Squim.
All right, make insight checks on Squim.
All right.
And Squim can tell you a bit about how he is coming
Can I just
across.
use my passive insight?
Sure.
27.
27, okay.
That's a 20.
Squim, wax eloquent for me upon your current mental state and what that looks like in your twitches and isms and whatnot.
I think his twitches and isms are just him always looking over his shoulder for the enemy, the unknown enemy.
The tentacles have to like reach up and move the collar out of the way as you do.
And yeah, it's more like a especially now getting the feeling that something's trying to watch him but isn't successful. It's that look of like, if like say you were playing a game of like hide and seek or something, running from someone, and you hide, you know you're hidden, there's no chance of them being able to see you, but you're still like, I should still be cautious and like look at where I'm doing and like what I'm doing and where I'm going.
Okay.
And I think that's the external and internal feeling he's kind of riding at the moment.
Okay. You feel the presence suddenly battered at by the phalanx, the ghost spriggan that runs this ship. You sense it briefly clash and then dissipate.
So clarify for me what is clashing or what?
So there is a ghost that basically steers the ship, known as the Phalanx. This is on board the Phalanx Dreadnought.
Got it.
An entity or a group began to spy upon the party and tried to enter your mind but wasn't capable of doing so.
Yeah.
The ghost of the ship battled them and dissipated them.
Got it. Okay. Understood.
It sounds like a skill issue.
But yeah, I think that's what he would relay, and that's how he's currently feeling.
Okay.
I think if we're having some time to just kind of like sit and think about what's kind of happened thus far and like process what our next steps are, I would like to spend a little bit of time thinking about specifically Interf and how the nightmare he's having like actually actively predicted something, and whether that aligns with anything that I may be familiar with, or like if I have more resources to explore whilst on the ship rather than just like stuck at the bottom of this hole, to kind of maybe just elucidate that a little bit more, because that is the thing that Azalea has latched onto, is like, this is a new kind of weird nightmare and I need to know more about this.
Your hoodie sleeves are bringing me joy.
My best friend made this for me.
This is amazing. Nice. Show me the hands. Show me the grippies. It's amazing.
Stitching. Good stitching.
It's super cool. Yeah, what what do you do to pursue this this further knowledge? Feel free to take some liberties with what you would be able to cook up.
I think. Hold on, let me see if I have any spells that are helpful here. 'Cause I did prep a couple of like.
And I will allow you
story-ish
to
ones.
also make an Arcana and a History check.
Yeah.
The DC can be affected by how you influence this and cook it up.
I think I'm going to I still have Commune with Nature prepared, and I feel like that's the first thing, like magic-y wise, that Azalea can think of that would be helpful in pulling information out of kind of essentially nothing. But in that kind of process of like trying to cast the spell, because she's gonna try to like ritual cast it, she's gonna also just be like meditating on the information that she's like, just the vast experience of her life thus far.
Okay.
And just trying to like eke through her memory to see if there's anything stored in there that like, especially since big demon dream lord Boyle has been yeeted out of there. Now like she's got a little bit more kind of space in terms of memory that she can dig through, and so she's going to spend some time just like basically meditating in like a circle of this weird viney kind of wrap around cage sort of situation as she ritual casts Commune with Nature, and then like kind of does this dig through her own mind.
Nice. You go through vast stores of that faction's lore that you have defeated and taken the mantle of.
So you said a history and an arcana?
Yeah, let's do history first.
Okay. That is a 15.
Okay. Now make an arcana.
No.
No.
That's a now
No.
one.
Oh, okay. You
This dice. This dice. The chat, look at this dice. This is the dice. This is the dice of shame. That's what this dice is.
Eat it.
Going in the shame cube.
Assert your dominance. Eat it.
Feel shame.
presents prison. You are accurate. You are okay. So the new information that is useful to you is twofold. One, they don't know about this. This is something brand new that, to at least to the long, near ancient lore that has been cultivated by the people of the nightmares. This is unheard of. And that has its own kind of appeal, in a sense.
Okay, cool.
The second fold is a revelation as you reminisce upon the nightmare itself. It was a grinding of stone, and like as if this person was thrown into a blender full of rocks. But they're not in the astral during this sensation.
What do you mean by that?
You determine within this dream, this being that's never been outside of the astral, has never been outside of the hole in the ground that it was born in, was having the nightmare take place in a different dimension. A pocket dimension, actually. So the
like
dream was of a pocket dimension, if that clears that up.
So like most people when they dream, they kind of temporarily visit the
Kind of,
realm of dreams, right?
they touch it, they lean into it, if you will.
And
Wouldn't
this
say
guy is
crossover.
not doing that. Or he is doing that.
He is doing
but
that,
also
but this dream specifically reflects upon a pocket dimension. It is of and happening in a pocket dimension. The fictitious narrative that is prophetic.
It's like the nightmare itself is.
Yeah, the story of the nightmare is of a pocket dimension where they're in this pain.
Huh. Interesting.
So that really long coil of revelation, you gain from this spell. It's probably important in some way, shape, or form.
Yeah. No, I will be pursuing this once we deal with the giant rock that's coming at us. Tucked away in the back of the brain, future problems. And then after that, I think I'd join Nova and Nerium and see if there's anything I can be of use whilst we're doing other preparations.
Nova and Nerium, you guys are in your quarters. This is while Squim is being just viewing in on this battle that is taking place in the cognitive, if you will. Nerium, you're just ready to go, and everyone's sitting around and getting things prepared, and you're just like, I'm already ready. And then there's a knock at the door while Nova is making a snowman.
He's got to be perfect.
Yeah.
If I get the nose wrong, then he doesn't behave properly whenever I get the nose wrong.
Dum, dum,
Okay,
dum.
yeah. What?
Is Azalea?
Oh,
Oh, hey.
is there anything that I can help with?
Nova's
Is
building
he
a
having
snowman.
fun?
The amount of sass I get out of you is incomparable. I'm in fact, I am making my simulacrum properly this time. Thank you very much, because we're going to need all the resources we can get.
Where are you getting the snow from? Is my question. Like, do you have like a
Space
pile of
snow.
snow you've
He's
made
got a
that you're
guy.
kind of
Question.
assembling, or are you
I
like
have
making
thought
this-
about this.
Oh,
I cast create water using my Mizium apparatus. I get a big puddle. I then use the cantrip shape water to turn it into ice. I then chuck it at Nerium and she powderizes it into snow. Therefore, I have pounds and pounds of free snow.
so it's like it's basically like a giant pile of just the snow that
The
you're
water
pulling from,
damage
right?
on the floor of their room is incomprehensible.
So Melly.
Nothing a good old Mendingsville camp.
So Melly is going to be in cat form at my feet as she like walks up with us, and she's gonna see this giant pile of snow and get really excited, and watch as she like beelines and then like nosedives into this pile of snow.
Before she reaches it, I cast Vortex Warp and teleport her right at your feet again. So she time it and
It's like a running loop.
please do not disturb the snow. They misbehave.
She occasionally tries changing into a slightly different animal to get a different angle on it. You're just
At one point, side crab walking.
octopusses her way over. Like
You need to. That's a really fucked up cat you got right there. You need to teach it that being a different shape does not change. I know what you look like, Millie. You know that, right?
Melly looks up at you with
No.
Let's go get some snow from Mary. Mary can make us snow.
Just fine. One second. I stop casting for a moment. I cast shape water and I get a tiny block of ice. Nerium, crush it.
Let's go in the hall. Makes a pile of snow for Millie.
As you guys are walking down the way, you see a Squim who is just kind of staring at the ceiling in thought, observing the battle of minds.
Hey, Captain, are you doing
Yes.
all right?
Yes, I'm observing a battle of minds currently. Can you not see this?
Not involved.
Not
so-
particularly.
Expected. Well, we need to move quickly. What's our plan? Where are we at?
Indeed, if we are ready to grab our long rest, let us talk shop and make our way towards the Comet.
Just waiting for your first mate, Nova, to make a simulacrum.
Nova can succeed in doing so.
I make him, and he's perfect and gorgeous. All right, he's here.
Nova, why is the other you shorter?
Ha!
It's hard to line it up exactly because you gotta look. I really try. Let me get him his inserts.
Just make a whole new one. That's good.
Got little insoles now.
You know,
Look, they're
the
shoals.
exact height as Nova now. Wait a minute.
Now we're good. You switch places.
Well, what's the we have several plans the way I see it. We can
party finds himself sitting around a hero's feast as the crew is more or less conjoined and the captain is eating and he listens to you talk shop.
So, we have a couple plans the way I see it. One, I'm going to list all the plans. Please understand that some of these plans are better than others and do different things. Plan number one, we just bum rush what's his name? Axie. We just bum rush Axie and steal it for ourselves, leaving everybody here to die. I don't think this is the best choice, but it is an option. We could overpower him. Option number two, we redirect the Comet at the Mind Flayers themselves, potentially hitting a couple of them, ruining their plan, and perhaps gain the favor of Axie. Number two, we just teleport onto the Mind Flayer ships and kill them all before they finish their little ritual, whatever it may be. And option four is we wait for the meteorite to hit, we kill all the stragglers and survivors, and more or less safety to ourselves. So, which one do we all prefer?
The crew all kind of look at each other. The goblin, he kind of looks forward and goes, well, I'm all for keeping us all safe. That might be the way. And the captain shoots him a glare. There are astral elves on the island of Vishtik. We should not leave them to die.
This is true.
I don't know what's become of High Priestess Lamont, as she calls herself now, but
probably full of shit.
There was a young lad there, and there are people down there. And they're my people, whether I like it or not.
Not gonna let him die.
Well, in that case, it seems like the plan is to deal with the Mind Flayers and to stop their little attack. And perhaps win the favor of Axie. In that case, we're going to need a few things. We need to disrupt their meteorite by either taking control of it ourselves or killing the ones doing the spell. Squim, you are our resident Mind Flayer expert. What would you suggest we do when it comes to dealing with fakers of your kin?
If they're truly trying to act like my people, they would probably think of the most logical plan and prep for a counterattack against it. So I think doing the most illogical plan would throw them off.
What if we have...
Rush them!
What if we have a fake plan? We attack them with a fake plan. They think we're doing something logical, when in reality we are doing something very stupid. We divert their forces. There's a spell that I know called Illusory Dragon. It's a giant dragon that looks, for all intents and purposes, like a dragon, but it isn't a dragon.
And this is different from the other dragon that was real, that did hurt them?
Well, this one can still hurt them. It can still put up a fight, but we can make them think it's the old dragon. They will then most likely divert their attention to this entity, perhaps sending out a force, weakening their reserves. We then teleport aboard their ships, ransack the place, try and find the head ship, kill all of the fakers inside, and Squim, you can reclaim your ship, all of your ships for your beautiful elder brain, and take them home. Which is what they wanted, correct? You were supposed to acquire ships.
Yes. Well, yes. This could work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
The Phalanx, the ghost Spriggan, grows out of the floor and peers around and over the shoulder of the captain and goes, I'm sorry to interrupt, but I was eavesdropping. Their biggest ship, their commander vessel, has left.
What?
Where is it?
It gestures off into, that way, and says,
Quickly! I'll start walking that way.
I believe.
Grab you by your coattail and just like direct you
They have
like
some
a
type of
balloon.
force field preventing me from moving forward.
Yes, very
Little
strong
recap.
force field.
It has gone to the Comet.
Oh, well, at least we know where it is. I was worried you were going to go and have to fight all of them.
I
This
can
makes things easy.
distantly see it.
How far away is it?
We are faster than most ships. I believe we can overtake it, but we're talking in the astral plane. It would take us half a day.
A day.
And this is assuming we've already gotten our long rest.
We need half a day's worth of distractions.
We are not their priority.
Already distracted by everything else?
If I may interject, we haven't really been engaging with them here. So I don't feel like our absence would be noted if we were to pursue the commander vessel.
I think the absence might not be the problem. I'm more worried about them spotting us approaching and then querying why we are doing what we're doing. You know? It's one thing for a civilian vessel to leave in the midst of a war. It's another for that said civilian vessel to approach the commander. I don't think they'll be... I worry that if we don't have a suitable enough distraction on the main place, that they could easily divert their attention to us, and then we are flanked and outgunned.
Then we need a distraction.
A half a day's worth of distractions.
How long would your dragon stay up?
Only a minute. Well, it's not long enough by any means.
Nova, how many of these Novas can you make? I'm talking to Simulacrum Nova, asking how many of you can it make, not knowing which is you.
Legally!
Due to cosmic law, I am prevented from creating any more than one of a given creature with the spell Simulacrum. If you inquire any further, we will have to intervene. Sorry, that's a pre-recorded message.
Oh, it's you. Could you, one of you, distracted for a day? I feel like you have enough Batman utility belt shenanigans.
I guess the Simulacrum could for a day.
How long does it take to make them? This is a mad question.
12 hours.
So
But I can instantly create one myself with the spell Wish.
So, I mean,
It could also refresh itself because I made this one properly. It has Wish on its person because it has a 9th level spell slot currently open. It could wish itself a simulacrum, which would kill itself, but then it could pick up the stuff. It could cause enough of a ruckus and just constantly be repeating.
Yeah, so I'm thinking, yeah, it goes out there, causes a ruckus, before it dies, wishes another one, keeps the ruckus going, however long it needs to, and then once it's like sufficiently time has passed, it could wish for another one, but in the vicinity of you, so that it comes back.
Yeah.
Legally,
I would
Your
not be
Honor,
breaking
I
any
must
law.
say, I do declare that with this here simulacrum,
Not to
it
mention, you
shall
can
be
get weird
done.
with contingency spell.
Huh?
You could get weird with the contingency spell.
Contingency requires the spell be in action.
Hmm.
So I could not contingent cast a spell that takes longer than an action to cast, or even isn't an action.
rude.
Yep. But I don't see.
Contingency.
Could we also
fireball.
wish that it would not take half a day?
I mean, you can wish would make it instant, so it would just be an instant cast. So we can just have it instant cast with simulacrum with wish. To keep
And what's to
itself
say
going.
if we wish that they were distracted, what would happen?
That's up to the DM to what distracts it, and I don't want to give Feff that
Mr.
power.
Feppers,
Yeah,
if we were to
Look
say we're distracted.
I think
I would
the
like
same-
everybody to know that before anyone else hopped to this call, Pfeffer said that we were going to really enjoy what he cooked up today. And all I can think of is, does that mean we're actually going to enjoy it, or are we going to be running in fear the whole time?
I never run in fear.
I said,
I can't
You-
touch the ground.
really
Now I'm
going to
even more
enjoy
scared.
it.
What does this mean?
What do you mean? What do you mean?
What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean you're shaking it? What do you mean?
Right. I like the plan of the simulacrum disruptor sprinting through the city, causing a ruckus for the mind flayers.
It's a more guaranteed plan.
It is.
just put it in the Eldritch cannon mortar, the Eldritch mortar, aim it at one of the Nautiloid ships.
Bye, Nova.
And then it could get on there and just have a ball, and destroy as many mind flayers as you can, and just self-fulfill itself a new simulacrum every time it's about to die.
Not to mention, if it takes 12 hours to make, it takes half a day to get to where we're gonna get to. You can just start making a new one. It doesn't have to be like the making process isn't
Yeah.
out of the question
No,
if the
I'm-
sim already exists.
Yeah, I'm not concerned with like getting one back. I'm more like trying to make sure that the one that's there has enough juice in it to survive an onslaught of multiple ships and multiple fights, because it's only got 113 hit points.
Right.
So it has to. I'm more like
It's got a John Wick this situation.
Yeah, it's got to
Mhm,
really
mhm.
John Wick this thing.
Nova Wick.
Okay. No, Nova Wick. All right. I think that's the plan. I'm gonna go and load up spells into this thing and make sure it's got the right kit. Simulacrum, come here. We're casting contingency.
Follows you like a muppet.
Tomorrow at first light, we chase after the commander, and we get Squim his fleet back. Ah!
Excellent.
Huzzah!
All right. Night falls. Any shenanigans from Azalea as everyone rests?
Not
Hannigan.
All right.
not tonight. Not tonight. I mean,
We've
Well,
shenaned once.
actually,
Ah!
seeing as
Fuck
this is
with the
probably, I would like to kind of, as we're calling it a night, see if it's possible to jump into Scum's dream, maybe.
Oh.
Squim.
Just a little bit.
You sleeping?
Do things without soul sleep.
Yes.
Okay, then yes.
You are having an abstract dream. Tell me about it.
I am again getting tossed up by the crew. Everyone's giving me compliments. It's so cool. But when they go down to catch me, I kind of sink into the ground. And I'm like, what's going on? My like brain's slowing down its functions. And then I'm in the movie Shark Tales, and Jack Black is a shark. And then I wake up and I'm back on the ship, and then I go to turn to everybody and they're all Jack Black Shark Tale sharks. And I'm like, what's going on?
Right,
and then they start picking me up.
Is where Azalea, you step into this tree.
Put me down!
I'm gonna be standing just outside of his field of vision, just going.
Where's the wolf fish?
There's all the little shrimp swarmy things from Shark Tale.
Yeah,
but they look like surf and turf.
The krills.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna jumping in and seeing basically like Shark Tale, the horror film, essentially. I'm gonna take a long deep breath in.
They're all singing beaches. No.
And then just take a step back and just be all like, I don't need to do anything here. I'm done.
What were you expecting?
I
just made this up because I don't know what the goal was.
No,
I'm not evil if that's what you're thinking.
I can walk through nightmares, and it's pretty cool to like see what people are thinking when they're sleeping and stuff, and like try to like dig into what people are like. And as Azalea, I was very much going like, all right, maybe I can finally get to the bottom of who this freaking Squim character is. Maybe this is my chance to figure out what's up.
The complexity of Squim is as deep as a kiddie pool.
And with that experience of Shark Tale, the horror film, she's just gonna be all like, oh, so this really is it. This is.
It's as though Squim in its entire conception spawned less than a month ago with a person watching Invader Zim. That's it. That's as deep as the pool goes.
Yep, and Azalea's just gonna be like, all right, I don't even need to do anything. I'm gonna go to bed. Good night.
No diving recommended.
All right, well.
That's it for her for this night.
For the first time ever, the nightmare went, pass.
I'm good.
I'm gonna mulligan. Okay, well, quote unquote morning comes. The party prepares.
Where's this light we're looking for? I've not found the first one.
Follows along as they leave the port. Begins to follow along through the astral current.
I salute my simulacrum as I leave it on the shore.
Your Sim's tying the headband on and like stretching and like looking around.
Give him hell. Give him hell.
And as the ship goes to jump for the first time out of the astral current, which is admittedly much slower, we get a ship check. We're gonna get a navigation check first and foremost, aided by the captain. The party uses the last bit as it pulls along the side of the astral current. You begin to bank and drift and angle yourself in the direction of the comet just as you pass by Axie. Axie is this Titanus, almost shard mine looking entity. Just kind of the bust of a bipedal form as it blankly looks across you guys as you pass by it, and then boom, the ship jumps. Skyrocketing through the embargo, the surrounding nautiloid ships. You can see various individuals on the island and a few from various ships you scream past just whip their head at what the fuck was that, and then that momentum wears off and you begin sailing, the various sails unfurling to catch the riptides and pursuing after the comet. Where did my pen go? That's rude. Pen,
It fell
do
off
not
the ship
abandon
as we
me.
needed.
Pen! How did this happen? All right, well, oh, there it is. It was directly in front of me.
Immediately before we like actually take off,
Okay.
I'm going to wild shape into this thing called a bristled moorbounder, which looks
Oh, a
kind of like a
moorbounder.
panther if a panther was spiky
Mhm.
and horrifying and had bug eyes.
It's from Critical Role.
Yeah, so I can just like not go flying into the wall like I do every time we do anything.
Miriam tries to save her.
Half the sails tuck inwards, and you guys feel the ship pivot and boom, catch the orbit of the comet. Orbiting around and catching around the backside of it and moving through. You can see the ship has landed on the comet. Make perception checks.
Gladly.
By the way, Feff, if you need me to describe what my simulacrum is doing as it wreaks havoc, I will happily describe it.
Be cooking up a montage. I'm very excited to hear it.
That's a 20, dirty 20.
A dirty 20.
Got a dirty 20.
Everyone got dirty 20. I got 16. Let's not make a competition, but you know.
I rolled a 16, but it's +4.
I rolled a
Something-
14 and it's +6.
Something
We all
horrible.
can get pluses to our rolls. It's cool, guys. It's not like a competition.
Something horrible has happened on this nautiloid ship. You're not sure what, but it certainly crash landed into the asteroid. The asteroid itself is this heaping comet, and you can see near the crashed wreckage of the ship this bright white blue magical glow on the side of this thing.
There's a blue glow near the crash site.
You can see from far away, as you're at the distance, you can see small ant-sized mind flares, as far as they are from you, standing around this blue-white glow. Squim, you sense the presence of your elder brain,
We're near.
but something is wrong.
Something
still.
is wrong. Still.
What's the move, gang?
How? So we're orbiting the comet, kind
Yeah,
of looking at.
Just kind of
the-
trailing along it.
It's a big ship, so white.
Maybe half the size of our moon. It's honestly bigger than the island city of Vixstuk.
The nautiloid?
The comet.
Oh, so it's not even gonna land and then blow up. It's just gonna.
It's gonna go through. Yeah.
Are we trying to push it off course?
They're
That's a
clearly
goal.
doing something with this blue-white glow of magic.
Could I make an Arcana check to guess what they're doing?
Can I guidance that?
Yes. As the ship does another orbit around, and you get visual on it. You're basically looking up like this as the ship is keeping its belly away from the comet and just keeping the Eldritch Mortar like locked in. You can hear
Tidal lock to it.
Yeah. You can hear the goblins all like prepping everything and getting all the gears going, and the tap and high ring of runes activating. Azalea.
Also, can I try to help?
Yes.
Do the help action for that as well? Just
Absolutely.
To, like, just pinboard, bounce off ideas or something.
Well, first time that was a 17 plus 2 plus 18, so that is a 37.
Damn.
Oh.
Okay.
If it's magic, I know it.
Yeah. You see
I have
through...
Melly actually touch you for the guidance because right now I'm covered in blades and that would hurt.
There is a goop on your boot.
It's like octopus just
boot
cleaning
goop.
through your leg.
You perceive past this blue-white glow that is hiding the exact nature of what is going on beneath. The Mind Flayers have gathered together around this empty eye socket that is bigger than your ship. And they are casting a 9th level spell. You can see the piece of the ship of the Void Scourge being used as the arcane focus to change the 9th level spell True Resurrection into Flayed Resurrection. You see the Elder Brain Dragon. What they have done to this Elder Brain as the wretched limbed Annie, you can put the pictures in the Discord. Just the dragon for now, please. Thank you.
I'm distressed in advance.
As this creature tortured and ensconced by the Mind Flayer necromancers. You can see the sway and the gather and the low hum as the Elder Brain Dragon that was the patron and still is the patron to Squim begins to crawl into this massive eye socket, eating away at the rotted flesh it finds.
What?
Oh, that comet's a god.
Fuck.
Uh-oh. That's silly. Well, Grim, I know why your leader is dead. I know why the Elder Brain is the Elder Brain has been changed. These fake Mind Flayers did it. They warped it.
Kill all of them.
This is working so well. Thank God.
Well, let's go kill him.
All right.
Well, okay, just a moment. Let's think about this. Are they still casting the spell, the Mind Flayers?
I've got a D4 over here. Roll initiative. We've got 1 to 4 turns before whatever they're cooking goes off. I'll not tell you how many.
Quick question about the location of this comet as relative to the island of Ishtik.
Sure.
It's large, it's flying through the sky. Is it directly above Ishtik right now, or is it kind of off to the side?
It is far away on trajectory towards the city.
Thank goodness.
Yeah. Our ship go fast.
Yay!
Our ship go fast.
Be zooming.
And this potential deity thing, it's very dead. Yeah.
From what you can perceive, yes.
Okay.
At the moment.
31
All
on
right.
initiative.
18.
Oh, I didn't even look at what I rolled. So the dice that's in dice jail can remain in dice jail for the rest of time because this dice.
Ha!
13.
13?
Nat 20 for 22.
Hell yeah!
Woo! This arc is apparently the arc of me not being last in combat, and I'm here for it.
I'm here.
Here for it.
That's used for bonus
All right, Nova. Go
Alright.
first.
How many of these mind flayers do I see?
Ten.
How far apart are they?
Very. They're very scattered. But that leaves a bonus because they're surrounding the eye socket. This eye socket is huge.
Okay. If they are in the midst of casting a spell, correct? Is it fair to say that the casting spell rules will apply for something taking longer than a few turns in which they have to concentrate on the spell while casting? Okay. Excellent.
You don't know what all is needed for this spell to be cast or anything like that. This is new territory for you, but yes.
Well, there's a few options. Either they're all trying to sacrifice themselves, or they're all trying to stay alive. I'm going to take the bet that staying alive is part of their job. So I'm going to cast a 9th level Meteor Swarm that should hit, targeting all around the eye socket, hitting all of them.
Okay.
I don't think there's a way to dodge this. Nova is just going to point at the sky and point at a different section of Dead God and be like, oh, there we go. And then launch it at them.
The Elder Brain counter spells. The Elder Brain Journey.
Oh,
What's it counterspelling at?
9th level.
I will counterspell in Torn.
Okay. We have a slew of lesser counter spells. Let's go with the first one. 5th level for starters.
Wait, are they within 60 feet or they don't need to be?
I assume you're within 60 feet.
I thought we were far away from the
How far do you have to be to cast a spell?
Meteor Swarm. I could be a mile away.
Oh, okay. Fuck, never mind.
they have a mile away counterspell, so sucks.
I'm still currently. I thought we were
That's
still on the
cool.
ship. I thought we hadn't landed.
We
yet.
are. And
And how
Okay.
far away is the ship?
I thought the ship would have had to swoop down about 300 feet.
No.
Let's say 200 feet.
Okay. 200 feet. Okay. Either way, Meteor Swarm incoming. I point at 4 sections of dead chunks or something, and I point it all around the circle, pinpointing it. Whoa! I need dexterity saves.
Wow.
DC 20.
7 failures.
Oop. Okay, so it's going to be 20d6 bludgeoning and 20d6 fire. Does this matter for resistances?
Bludgeoning and fire.
Yes.
No.
Okay. We'll roll it all at once then.
there.
136 bludgeoning and fire damage to those that fail, and half for those who succeed.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 dead mind flayers. They all
Wow.
turn and look up.
And to those that succeeded, they have to make concentration saving throws. Because of their spell that they're casting, the DC for that is going to be half of the damage they receive.
They have advantage on this.
Okay. The DC is 34.
Yeah.
We're going to use some legendary resistances to succeed.
Whoa.
Pussies.
We have to.
Have to seems like a strong
Strong
idea.
word.
Yeah, strong word.
You don't have to do anything, you know? Like,
All right. Is that your turn?
I'm making a decision.
Big thinky.
Big thinky.
The thinky?
What's up, Buzz?
How far away are these 3 remaining mind flayers?
283.
Oh, much farther.
Okay, how spread out are they from each other ish?
About 80 feet.
80 feet from each other. Okay.
Azalea's got a plan. I can see it in the smug face. I can see it in the happy, I know what I'm gonna do grin. I've got
Unless everything suddenly changes in terms of the combat scenario, which happens every time.
that never happens. What are you
That has
talking
never
about?
happened.
What?
I'm just sitting here like I know exactly what I'm gonna do, and then right before my turn something happens, and I'm like, never mind, give me a second.
Hold on.
The spellcaster experience. Okay.
It's a mood though.
I am.
That's why I just bonk. My move's the same every time.
I am going to gamble for a bit, and I'm not going to go all in quite yet.
Okay.
So for my bonus action, I'm going to Blade Song. And I would say at this point, my simulacrum will cast its wish to get itself back here.
Okay.
Will recreate itself over here with simulacrum, and it's back. It will come back with another 9th level spell slot, and it will now cast Meteor Swarm.
Motherfucker. All right.
Deck saves, please.
Save is 20.
DC 20 deck save.
All right, 2 succeed.
Hey.
You succeed. Okay. That is 142 damage to the fail. A 71 damage to the success, to the 2 successors. I need a DC 35 concentration saving throw from them if they're still alive.
They are still alive. They're barely still alive. Yeah, I'm gonna burn more legendary resistances by necessity. You're sapping me of my legendary resistances.
Yay!
Don't remember, guys. Don't target actual saves. Make them make concentration saves. It's funnier. Simulacrum is then going to action search. And how close are the remaining 2? How far away are they from each other?
You said 8.
160 feet.
Okay. 160 feet. Do we want to go down there?
We don't need to.
Ah!
I think we're fine.
Okay. I save the action search for now. Blade Song. We chill. End turn.
Legendary action.
Delia.
Legendary action. Okay.
Quick legendary action. Offbeat, use another meteor swarm.
You can barely see the remains of the Elder Brain Dragon as it's burrowing into the eye socket. But you watch the asteroid twitch.
No!
You got 8 craters on your face and they ain't pimples now.
Azalea? No. Make a DC 19 charisma save.
No!
Oh, charisma save.
You're within
Oh, dear.
Renekton's aura, who gives you a +5 to charisma saves.
Oh, thank God, because that's a dirty 20.
Hey!
That's only cause of the +5. That's a dirty 20.
Damn.
Okay.
I have a +0 to charisma. Anything.
Silvery barbs. No, I'm too far away. Can't do that.
Yeah.
You said, yeah, that's right. That's correct.
Our distance is gonna make. I'm very excited about my plan here.
Yes.
Wait patiently for my turn to come around.
It is now your turn.
Okay. Azalea, you're gonna watch as her like in her like weird kind of bladed panthery form. The blades are gonna kind of fray, kind of like you know how when a cat gets disgruntled, how their fur kind of, but with the blades.
You were almost
She's
just
gonna
pulled into a
cast-
pocket dimension.
Huh?
You were almost just pulled into a pocket dimension.
That sucks.
That sucks.
Damn.
Wait,
Go on.
And I'm going to subtle cast Storm of Vengeance on the entire pile of garbage that is this whole situation.
Okay.
And so everything underneath the 360-foot radius of this cloud has to make a Constitution saving throw,
Including the dragon?
including anything that it just says each creature under the cloud, when it appears, must make a Constitution saving throw. DC 22.
1 fails. 2 succeed.
The ones that fail are deafened for 5 minutes and take 7 thunder damage.
Sorry, there's only 2 left. 1 fails, 1 succeeds. Say again, I'm sorry.
So the one that failed takes 7 thunder damage and is now deafened for 5 minutes.
Okay.
As this cloud just starts swirling around this whole, this big circular disc of cloud that is centered on top of this nonsense.
Okay.
He needs to make a DC 10 Constitution saving throw for its concentration.
Fuck! Shit! 9!
Yes!
I'm maintaining
good!
concentration. I wanted to be known that even if we fall out of initiative, I'm still maintaining concentration on the Storm of Vengeance until it reaches all the way to its maxed round thing. So like if I gotta roll more damage for whatever is under here, I will.
Excellent.
And then I think that's it.
Okay.
Was the
Yeah, that's
was the Mind Flayer dragon, the Elder Brain dragon also making those dex saves?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so it's also received damage.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, just checking.
The party loses visual due to the storm. But... Oh, no, not yet. Sorry, it's the Elder Brain's turn. You can still kind of see through it. It's forming.
It looks like we're
It's
losing
only at
visual.
round 1 level of this thing. It's about to mark
Guys,
it,
quick,
but
the storm's closing in. Get your chug jugs.
Fortnite Battle Pass.
I'd like to think that the cloud kind of looks like, in my head it looks like a cloud of fog, but with like weird thorny kind of viney things, like kind of like a plant fog hybrid thing. Just
Terrifying.
slowly starting to, yeah.
The Elder Brain is going to use the magic item that is the piece of Void Scourge.
No! No! It's mine!
And you watch, just as you lose vision, undead eyes of the Mind Flayers opening again. And slowly trying to pick themselves back up off the ground in the darkness.
God.
The 20 mark is here. You hear the goblins. Oh god damn it! What's the goblin's name? I don't have it written down for some reason.
Blibble.
Huh.
My boy, what's your name?
Oh no,
Why
my
is it not on the
Father,
sheet?
help!
Why is it
My
not on the
boy.
cheat sheet?
My son, my boy.
My crazy little goblin. Oh,
Blibble.
bad.
On the crew list, it just says Cokes, Powder, Monkey Goblin.
Cokes.
Coax.
Ah, thank you. Let me write that down.
It is
can't
written.
believe I
It's
forgot
on the
it.
cheat sheet. It's like the fourth one from the bottom.
Yeah, he's my boy. He's the best boy. Anyway, you hear him cackle maliciously, and for anyone here who can speak Goblin, it goes quickly of we've lost visual. Fuck it, fire now! And they fire anyway because they were ready. And come on, baby! Boom, boom, as this arcane blast boom jolts the ship, firing at disadvantage upon the Elder Brain. And you don't see if it hits. You can see the briefly bleached bit of the storm cloud swirls in with the rest of the dark storm clouds as the ship does one orbit around the asteroid, coming back around at the 20 mark, back, which brings us to the 18, which brings us to Nerium.
Yay.
I roll a d4.
How close are we to anything?
You are up in the air. You are about 200 feet up in space.
We have
Jump.
any, like, side
You
cannons?
can probably survive it. What's that?
I'm like,
Do you have any side cannons so you can
No.
fire?
do you have a cannon you can shoot me out of?
I mean, I'm sure we can make you landing on this thing happen one way or another.
If you leap and jump, that is a maximum damage that you could possibly take of 35.
Oh. Okay.
I mean, there's just if you enter the range of the big churning storm cloud, you are also susceptible to the damage from the big churning storm cloud. Just letting you know before you jump into the big
Bullshit.
churning storm cloud.
What does Storm of Vengeance do, and can we save her?
It's a storm cloud radius of 360 feet that over each round kind of does a different thing. So the first round, it's lots of thunder, lots of lightning, lots of really, really intense wind.
Thunder and acid.
And then the second round is acid. Third one is a
Lightning
bunch of
bolts,
lightning.
Which
Yeah.
you can direct.
Oh, I can. I
Yeah,
can
but-
direct them.
You don't
Okay,
even
cool.
need- you don't need to see them. And then hailstones. Each creature takes 2d6 bludgeoning. 5 through 10, gusts and freezing rain assail the area. The area becomes difficult terrain, heavily obscured. Each creature there takes 1d6 cold. Ranged weapons are in the area are impossible. Ranged weapon attacks are impossible. Wind and rain count as severe distraction for the purpose of maintaining concentration on spells. Finally, gusts of strong wind, ranging from 20 to 50 miles an hour, automatically disperse fog, mist, and similar phenomena in the air. Honestly, you can tank it.
Sounds survivable.
Yeah, you can live it.
Okay,
I got
cool.
300 health.
Bleed.
I mean, go for it. I just didn't
I don't
want
like
it's
Comet's face. I don't like the face he made.
If you leap at the Elder Brain Dragon, you can grab it and prevent it from burrowing into the eyes.
I'm just smack it with lightning.
Can I see it?
You will,
No.
but if you jump,
Not right now.
so it's untargetable.
No. I'm saying she hasn't jumped yet. Can't see it through the storm.
So once I jump, I can see it and try to direct my fall.
You can
I
do
didn't
your
say I'd
best.
succeed in
You can do your
directing it.
best.
Yeah, like I'll try.
I'll let you roll for it for sure.
DM question.
Yeah.
I'm gonna vie for something that ain't rules is written here for a bit. Okay. Nerium is cataclysmically strong.
Mm-hmm.
If we were to toss Nerium at a planet and just have her fucking thunder punt it with her fist, that's gotta do something.
Make a crater.
I
What if
am
we
arguing
attach the
for a moment.
anchor?
From 200 feet, I would say no. But for future reference, yeeting Nerium at a planet is something I've always wanted to do.
Hey!
Throwing this down for the
Is-
council's decision. Combine with anchor.
Is,
No!
is speed the problem?
Why are you fighting with him right now? He was gonna let me live.
I would say what you're trying to cook up right now is not applicable to this situation, but can
Okay.
be maybe applicable
In the future. All right, We'll table it for now. If you jump and just launch yourself at them, you'll live.
Yeah.
So.
She's gonna go up to the bow, just step on like the raised area, turn around, look at everybody, and just say, "Peace," and then just tip off.
All right. You turn your attention.
Does Chester follow?
That's a you call.
No, Chester. No, Chester. Just stay back. Just stay back.
Just like.
No. Too deadly. Too deadly. You'll break
Chester's
every
Chester's gonna make a choice here.
Do I follow Mama?
Can I use my
Nova,
reaction
roll
to try to,
persuasion or animal handling. What's
I
that?
will roll persuasion because I'm better at that.
Can I try to help by like snarling at him from the edge or something?
Sure, you can make an intimidation check as well. How about that?
Okay.
That is a 24 on the persuasion check.
Okay.
That is a 23 on the intimidation check.
Looks to you and then backs away from you. And is very upset about this, and we'll be pouting for days. And makes that known as it goes.
Yeah, be pissy about me saving your life. You bloody idiots.
Melly's
For some reason, wants to kill Nova. For some reason on the way down.
Melly and Catform's gonna walk over and then just go with her paw on his paw.
Aww.
And just be like. And they're best friends. They're best friends.
I need that art. Just blooping, curled up, like loaf mode. You know what I mean? Cat loaf mode on top of Chester. Okay. Miriam. Streaking down from on high, you fall into like a diver's position. The clouds quickly engulfing you. The wet and the cold, the lightning cracks around you, and you cut through the tree line. All of the rain is falling at roughly the same speed as you, and so everything looks like it's frozen as you move down. And you make a perception check. And then we're gonna need an acrobatics to start maneuvering your way to land by, if not on top of,
18?
the Elder Brain Dragon. All right, you spy the hole that it has burrowed into this dead flesh of an eyeball.
Is it athletics check?
Mm-hmm.
I had a nickel for every time we had to kill a god. I'd have like 3 nickels, which is quite a lot given that we're trying to kill a god.
How's a 40? I rolled a 19.
You easily barrel roll to the side and start angling up. Are you trying to go into the hole?
Oh yeah, I'm trying to
All right.
land on
You
the
tuck
dragon.
your chin, move your shoulder up, and the whole rotted eye like folds in on itself a bit, and you punch your way into this Elder Brain Dragon. With what little bit you can see, it
Blind
is.
sight?
Yep. It is vomiting all of these little tadpoles everywhere.
Nope.
I only did.
Nope.
You also sense an anti-magic field within this eye socket, but it's not activated. You still have access to your arcane abilities, but you've been in a few anti-magic fields before, and this one feels fuzzy.
Wish I could cast message.
Sounds like your magic items still work, and therefore, stab that bitch.
Yeah, she's going to while she can. So I can see him. He's in range.
Yep. You've landed on top of him. Roll your I guess I roll the damage. What is the maximum? 15, 20?
20 d6, and depending on what rules you can use, if you're using Tasha's ruling, if a creature lands on top of another creature, both make dexterity saving throws, DC 15. On whichever one fails, takes the full damage. If both succeed, they both take half.
Okay.
And if they both fail, they both take full.
We're gonna use her acrobatics, her crazy 40 acrobatics check to say that she succeeded. You take 43 bludgeoning damage. That is halved.
Have it again to 21 because you're a barbarian.
20 when?
The Elder Brain takes half as well.
Oh, you didn't get your long rest. So oh wait, no.
How dare!
Okay.
What did we end up rolling for the 2d10 extra health from the Hero's Feast? Yeah.
Make sure we do that.
Yeah.
Hero's Feast extra health is a 9.
Okay.
It ain't much, but it's honest work.
It's at least half. Almost at least half.
It's at least almost half.
All right. All right. I'm gonna action surge. I'm just doing all of it at once.
Okay.
Attacks.
With your glaive,
Oh,
yeah.
that's one crit.
Let's go.
Ooh, baby, that's what I've been waiting for.
It's 10. So that's 26. It's 29 and then 26.
That hits.
Okay. Plus 13 because you're taking the -5 from Great Weapon Master.
So the lowest I got was 26 out of all of them. With 2 crits.
And you don't get the full arm master because you have to summon your echo this turn.
Damn it.
Sorry, unfortunately.
It's fine.
Okay. Because you have. Let me just make sure I don't miss any features and traits here. Let me read brutal crit. You can roll 2 additional weapon damage dice when determining the extra. Okay. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. That's 1 crit. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. That's 2 crits. 1, 2. 1, 2. That's the base damage. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's 1 crit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's 2 crits. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. With the d6s on the force damage. Plus, check your modifiers, please. That is going to be plus 12, but plus 10, plus 4. So it's going to be plus 26 per hit. So could you do 26 times 6 for me?
No.
Okay. That is 160 plus 156.
316.
It's crazy.
Well done. Well done.
Oh, that's crazy.
The Elder Brain Dragon screams in pain, gargling out these, yakking up these worms, these tadpoles. Is that your turn, Miriam?
Yeah, that's all I can do. She goes down, slams in like a meteor, fucking 6 strikes in anime style, all around this guy.
You watch the head writhe upwards and bonelessly invert on itself a little bit to turn and face you. And the see-through flesh kind of all taking you in hatefully, and you can see all the various tadpoles squirming around underneath. It goes. And you need a DC 22 con save. As it belches forth a breath attack made of tadpole brine.
Hey,
Uh,
24.
Okay. You take half of the upcoming psychic damage. You take half of 54. Well, just do. Oh yeah, yeah. You take half of 54 psychic damage. And you become infested.
No!
Even on a save?
That is correct.
I hate it.
At the start of your turn, you will take 3d10 psychic damage from the knowledge of these things crawling and burrowing.
Even the rest of the night, just.
One of the two remaining mind flayers casts Flayed Resurrection. The second one does as well with their actions, albeit deafened. Squim!
Oh. You know, I was thinking of things that I could do that would help that are like big and damaging. And I don't really do a lot of that. What's the distance from where we are to the dragon?
About 230 feet.
That's really far. Okay. And things that are closer to us, like what's the closest thing to
Mind
our
flayers
distance?
about 200. The closest one about 200 feet.
Okay. And is the ship slowly moving closer to them, or are we staying at
The ship is not currently moving closer.
Okay. You know, I am feeling pretty good, and I think we can hang out at this distance because nothing I have is in range, and I'll hold a banishment
Okay.
if we get close to the dragon, but we'd have to be like really close, so it's kind of like a last ditch thing. But
Okay. For if the dragon comes to y'all.
60 feet, yeah. So
Okay.
within 60 feet, but I'll hold that as my turn.
Okay. The resurrected mind flayers are not undead. And you watch as they pick themselves up. And each one of them begin the casting again. That's where we're gonna go to break. We'll be picking up with Nova. We'll be back, chat. And we're back. The point got me.
Notebook.
Notebook.
Oh, how dare.
Notebook.
How could you?
Offbeat's getting canceled.
Yo.
Didn't have it.
What's in that? What's in that notebook? What's in those pages?
PP game.
All right. Nova, you're up. You can no longer see the Elder Brain.
Question.
Meow.
Currently, the weather. affecting this area. It is a storm of vengeance being controlled by Azalea. There is a spell called Control Weather, which states you take control of the weather within 5 miles of you for the duration. It must be outdoors. When you cast the spell, you change the current weather conditions, which are determined by the DM based on the climate and the season. You can change the precipitation, temperature, and wind. It takes 1d4 times 10 minutes for the new... Oh, it takes... I thought it was instant. I was going to ask, could I accelerate her Storm of Vengeance using Control Weather?
That'd be really cool.
Cast the spell Control Vengeance,
Just
and that'll
fast
do it.
forward.
Yeah, just be like, all right, let's pick up the pace here, you know? Unfortunately, that does not work.
Never mind.
Never mind, never mind.
Never mind you.
Never
Ooh,
mind.
you know what would work?
What?
Another meteor.
Nah.
You know, I really wish I had another meteor swarm to drop on them. I am
another
actually
wish?
No, I'm fresh out. I'm fresh out of jazz.
Fresh out of ninth level.
I was hoping that 2 meteor swarms would be enough to take out these mind flares, but apparently these motherfuckers are.
They're built
Are-
different.
They got some
Built
Void
different.
Scourge stuff.
Okay, here's what we're gonna do. Nova is going to decide that he's fine. I'll do it myself.
Thanos.
He's going to grab. His Simulacrum is gonna grab him, and he's going to cast Dimension Door on Nova,
Okay.
teleporting him down to the. Teleporting him. Should I go to the Mind Flayer to the Elder Brain, or should I go to the Mind Flayers?
It's an excellent question.
I mean,
Fuck.
Nerium's on the Elder Brain, dude, bro.
Yep.
So, kind of just depends on whether you want to like divide and conquer or focus and destroy.
Focus firing is usually recommended, and these things are undead.
They're not undead.
They're not undead.
Yeah.
They
They
cast.
came back?
It's true resurrection, but it's altered as flayed resurrection.
I'm gonna get a lay of the land. I'm going to Dimension Door down to the ground so that I can see what is happening with all these mind players. What is going on?
You step out, you can see the blue-white light smothered by the clouds about you. You can see the flesh that you're standing on. Make a history check. You can see the mind flayers having returned and sat up, their ruined bodies slowly popping back into place.
That's a 10 on the history check.
Darn, never mind.
Never mind. You got me there.
What the Void Scourge, it's the entire brace that goes along the underside of a ship, like the spine, if you will. It's about 40 feet long and had to have been carried out here and placed alongside. And you can see in the wood seams of the white blue glow appearing out of it.
Creatures dexterity on its.
The keel. Thank you, chat. Appreciate y'all.
Unless the creatures at the top. Moves with the wind. I need a thing that can hit all of these fuckers. How far apart are they right now?
80 feet spread out. You're each 80 feet from each other. It's in a big open
perimeter,
circle
or
of
80
the
feet from
socket. Yeah.
Hell, man. Okay. Making me do math, you ass. Okay. So there are 10 total, correct?
Correct.
Deca Hedron. Okay. Each 80 feet. So that means that if they're 80 feet, it's an 80-foot perimeter. That means
so much math.
I need to fucking do this. Sorry.
It's okay.
Sorry, chat.
You're taking a serious take on the parameters I've built this combat around. No one's blaming you.
Welcome to math, the game.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 80 times 10. That's the circumference. 2 pi r. I need to figure out radius. I'm solving for r divided by 2. I gotta divide by 3.14. 4. Okay, r is 127. That means the radius is 127 times 2. The diameter is 254. 254. They are 254 feet across from each other, which means that a radius of a spell with a 100-foot radius could hit them, which means I need a 30-foot radius. I need a 300-foot diameter spell to get there. Can this spell do it? No, whirlwind cannot do it. I need reverse gravity. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. 50-foot cylinder. Hey, I get a 50-foot cylinder. 50-foot radius. It's a 100-foot diameter. Okay. I can get one. I can get both.
Hear me out. Do you like math?
I got it.
What if I added a dragon?
I'm
How about now?
Okay, I got it. Okay. So, Nova and Simulacrum Nova look at each other, do all the head math, and go, all right! And they warp on, Nova Prime is going to Dimension Door himself to the other side of the sphere.
Okay.
Actually, do I need to do this even? Yes, I do. Okay, I teleport to the other side of the sphere, and both Novas are going to now cast, reverse gravity. Which is a 50-foot radius spell, which is a 100-foot diameter, which gets all of them in the spell. I need all creatures and objects that aren't somehow anchored to the ground in the area fall upward and reach the top of the area when you cast the spell. You can take the fall damage. It'll be fine. Okay, well then looks like I'm pulling out the dragon too. A creature that makes a dex saving throw.
The dragon is burrowed in there like a tick and is slowly integrating himself into the rotted brain of this thing.
Okay.
So I wouldn't be affected either?
I would say that you would get advantage on whatever save you need to make.
I need a dex saving throw then.
Okay.
From all of them.
Everybody get up. Everybody go up.
Everybody go up.
That's what Noah says as he appears like an anime character twice behind everybody. Instead of the glasses glint, it's the black hole eyeball flare. All right, from the mind flares. 9,
20.
14,
27.
4,
Fail,
6,
74.
5, 8,
Okay, Carl
18,
Weezer.
Fail.
11,
Fail.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Dirty 20.
Hey.
And a
Success. 15. Fail. 1 success.
Ew.
All 9. Just one remaining stays focused in. It's the only one that hasn't like died yet or been discombobulated or deafened in some way. And you can see just like all the tentacles are like curled upwards in focus, and he's giving it his all as the rest of them whoop, flailing and screaming into the sky, into space.
It really sucks. It really sucks that there's a lot of wind right now, and also a lot of lightning happening in the clouds of the storm.
Do they hit anything on the way up?
Yeah, I'm like, no.
I think so. Storm.
Storm kicking anything up, like some rocks?
Yeah, I'd say it's a pretty big storm. Wouldn't you say, Azalea?
Yeah, it's 360 radius of 360 feet.
I would say
Diameter
various
of
chunks of
720 feet.
rotted flesh and then various bits of crater and stone ripping free. I can see it.
If some solid object is encountered in this fall, falling objects and creatures striking it just as they would during a normal downward fall. So they would take 100. They would take 10d6 damage upon striking anything.
They fly up into the air, scatter, and start getting just minced.
Nah.
Let's roll the damage.
Blender.
You
Usually
watch
we do
them
the
just
ground
being like
blender. No,
sent
it's-
back and forth by large chunks of stone that Azalea has kicked up.
We usually opt for the cheese grater method, but today we're doing blender. You know, really
Today's-
gotta
yeah.
change up the cooking
Today it's
method.
reverse.
You want to get in all
plink.
kitchen appliances if possible.
Today it's reverse plink.
Open Azalea.
How many d6? 10?
10d6.
I'm just gonna use a roller. It's faster. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. They all take 45 damage.
Nice. Nova then releases concentration on the reverse gravity.
Yeah. All right, let's roll again. As they fall scattered to the ground.
No. I need 10 more d6.
Yep.
That's awful.
And take an additional 39 falling damage.
You're the worst.
Go team!
Go team.
Go team.
How many are still alive from that?
Oh, they're not.
Okay, good.
Oh my god.
They're not. There's one dude left. His eyes are bugging.
Nova's just right by his neck. Just... Break.
Like trying to just survive the impact and damage. You're just like, give up, don't do it. Just die. I need the kill streak.
Azalea.
All right, that's my turn.
Azalea. Oh, wait, no. Legendary action.
Oh.
Okay.
The legendary action was to survive that.
The Elder Brain Dragon reaches out in a large radius.
Stop it.
Large enough to reach even to the ship. And everyone feels this wave of aneurysm. I'm gonna give Squim advantage on this, but everybody make a con save.
With advantage.
29 from Nova. 23 from Sim Nova.
28.
Sim Nova fails. Azalea succeeds.
17.
Squim got a 17.
Yeah.
I don't like that face, Lex.
Miriam.
Dude, Squim and Fish, you guys have Renekton on board with you. He has a Paladin aura. You get +5 to the save.
So 33.
Squim succeeds.
22.
Nope, Squim still fails. Sorry. Miriam, what'd you get?
I gotta know.
Oh no.
I rolled a 2
Okay.
plus 10. 12. He said nah. I went through a lot.
Everyone who fails
I don't feel like saving.
takes 80 psychic damage. And if you
80?
failed, you lose concentration on whatever spell you were concentrating on if you were.
Joke's on you. I didn't cast the spell yet, so we're good.
I don't do spells.
Wait, it's 80 psychic?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so I took 40. Never mind.
Nice.
Not as bad. Let's go.
All right, Azalea. What you got for me?
I am going to use my action to turn into a Quetzalcoatl,
Okay.
giant winged dinosaur thing,
Sure.
and
yeah.
jump off the ship and fly down to within 80 feet.
Okay.
Or not within 80 feet, but fly 80 feet in, so I'm now 120 feet from the
Make
shenanigans.
a dex save is to make sure you don't get pelted by rocks
That's a nat 20.
and other flying flotsam. All right, you
So-
feel good? You
Hell
feel good about
Yeah.
it?
So I think that's 21. But,
You weave
yeah.
the storm about you.
And so I'm going to quicken spell cast Moonbeam on exactly where I'm like where the
Elderbrain dragon?
Bro is.
Okay.
Yeah. 8th
Dragon
level.
bro. Okay.
Is it Moonbeam concentration?
I
It
have
is.
2 concentration slots now.
Oh right, you do. That's awesome. I always forget that.
Yeah. And so it's gonna
Hell
have to
yeah.
make a con save.
18.
That fails, and I'm going to use the what's it called from the ship to maximize the damage. So it takes 80 radiant damage. And then on top of that, there's also what the Storm of Vengeance does now, which is all of the rain turns to acid rain, and
Oh.
everything underneath takes 6 acid damage.
Let's go.
Do I have to make a con save for that moonbeam?
Yup.
I mean, I would try to aim it at a place where I'm hopefully not hit, but I realize I can't.
I would say that you gotta.
Too precise.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Miriam.
So it's a con or dex?
It's a con.
Miriam was-
I'm sorry.
Miriam was like,
25?
That does pass. So you take half.
Hey.
okay. So you take 40.
I lied. It's not. Oh no, it is. It is 80. Yeah, so 80 and 40. That's yeah. Okay,
Okay.
cool. And then at the start of its turn,
I'm
it
less than
takes
half.
again.
It takes it again. Damn it. I want to make a con save, right? Make a
Yeah,
con
I
save.
mean, I guess you can make a con save. Yeah, for sure. I'm gonna
It's a
use
2
the
plus
thing
7.
again. I'm gonna use the thing again so it maximizes the damage again. So it's
Okay.
80
What's
damage.
the thing?
80 radiant
You
damage.
said you paint me a word picture.
Well, so this storm is like writhing, like weird combination of like vines and fog and cloud and like really chaotic. And kind of in the middle of it is this beam of light, like very kind of almost angelic, which is really weird, given her existence. And it just kind of burns downwards.
Just burrowing into the
Mm-hmm.
flesh of the asteroid.
Yep.
It's glorious.
Mhm.
Is that your turn?
Yes, that is my turn.
Okay.
I'm gonna take my legendary action now.
Ooh, okay.
As Nova is behind this last mind flare, he takes out he's gonna take out his black hole eye, swallow it, open his maw, and this briny deluge of ice water spews forth. I need a con save.
Terrifying.
DC 20.
20 on the dot.
Fucking silvery barbs. Fuck you.
You-
No.
It's another 20! It's a nat 20! It's a 21!
Silvery, I'm just kidding.
You succeed. You succeed. You take
This
half
one
damage.
dude. This one Chad.
You take half of 33 damage.
Okay.
So that is 16 damage. Cold. Does that matter?
Nope.
I do need you now to make a concentration saving throw. DC 10.
Oh, come on, buddy. Come on, buddy. Come on, buddy. Come on. Okay, 15 plus.
Fuck you. This is me and this mind play. I'm like, break.
And he's not breaking. He's working so hard.
I will lick you.
One of his tentacles, due to the acid rain, just like corrodes off and plops to the ground, squirming.
All right, legendary action over.
All right.
As you were, mortals, continue.
As you were.
Beth has inspo.
Oh,
No.
thank you.
No.
All right, it's the beginning of my turn. I'm gonna roll a con save for the Elder Brain.
Damn, Audric, you're a bitch.
22 on the con save. Azalea.
Oh,
Of Moonbeam.
that beats it.
Okay.
So I'm gonna hold on. It takes half damage. It takes half of 54, so 27. Radiant
27.
damage.
Okay.
Wait. Was this the? This is the dragon?
I believe so. Were we not doing the dragon's turn?
Oh. Well then, the. I thought you already counted it. On the
Damage
start of its
already
next turn,
applied.
I maxed.
Oh,
I
did we already
maxed
do
it
that?
out,
Okay,
and so
my-
it was,
that's
yeah,
right,
you
that's
already
right,
counted.
thank
So
you.
never mind on the 27. It already.
Okay.
Took 80, so. Thank you, chat.
Nerium.
Azalea.
Nerium. Good friend. You feel it. You feel the Elder Brain yank, and the asteroid like twitches again. And you, my friend, need a DC 19 Charisma save.
You don't.
What's up?
Sorry, I thought it was Nerium's turn for a second. Never mind.
Did I mess up?
No. I just misunderstood what you were saying.
Okay.
You're good.
Okay.
I done goofed with the English, so you're
That's a
fine.
big no.
You have inspiration?
Nope.
Okay. Don John visit.
Oh no.
Offbeat's face. All right, you are pulled, magically teleported to an unoccupied space within a demi-planar stomach.
I'm not back on like last time. Is it?
Oh, you're in a demi plane.
Oh, okay.
Lovato.
Last time you sent me back to kill.
Oh, true. No, it's not that. All right.
A demi Lovato.
Give me a second.
Someone get their alarm. Is there a car going out?
Double checking everything. Nerium. It's your turn. The white blue glow from the keel turns blindingly bright white. And all of the clouds begin to begin burning away in the presence of its radiance. Not yet though, but it is wildly bright. Nerium, it is your turn. You
You don't have to make the con save now.
Yay!
look about yourself. And you are inside a dead stomach. And all of the horrible smells and everything that comes with it. The gas buildup alone, you need a con save.
Oh,
Alright, you
This
do need
again?
a con save, but it's not my fault.
not my fault this time. Those dice are mad. 15.
You're not breathing oxygen. And you really wish you were. You start feeling like you're breathing, but you start feeling the lack of oxygen. Vision starts tunneling a little bit. Your heartbeat starts slowing. A little bit of panic starts setting in. And then the entire inside of the stomach constricts and releases and constricts. Which brings us... Nerium, what do you do with your turn?
If I'm able to, but try and slice out of it.
Okay. You begin just hacking away at the flesh at your feet, finding only more flesh.
Alright, that's it then.
You can survive for... Is she holding her breath? Can she hold her breath?
Mm-hmm.
If you hold your breath, you can survive for like 10 minutes. For 5 minutes.
Like 10?
Yeah. Well, you can hold it for 5 minutes, which combat should be well over by then.
We'll see. She'll hold her breath if she notices that.
Oh, it's also the beginning of your turn. You feel the parasites crawling.
Eh.
Take 33 psychic damage. And one of your bones liquefies.
Gross.
What?
One of the
Well,
bones in your body liquefies.
If only you were an anchor.
If I had that anchor.
Would have been old news at that point.
Right?
The change has begun.
Nope. Nope.
Which brings us to our last mind flayer. Nova, that you're breathing down. You watch as he successfully, with a gasp and a roar, pained roar of triumph, finishes casting Flayed Resurrection. Annie, you can post the other picture.
No.
No!
As the Astral Dreadnought with the Elder Brain Dragon for a mind twitches to life. And Nova, to your horror, 160 feet around the eye, the rotted eye that turns to look at you, the anti-magic field activates.
Ah, bitch.
Squim,
Yes. How close that dragon is?
hold on a second.
Never mind, I'm holding.
But how many
Your
rounds did you say
patron.
we had before they finished casting?
I didn't. I merely said I'm rolling a d4.
Okay.
And so what happened was I rolled a 2. We passed the second mark of turn rotation, and so it went off. Squim, your patron, which was brutally mutated into an Elder Brain Dragon, kept alive, and now has been sewn into an Astral Dreadnought. Your patron is now a Astral Dreadnought Nautiloid.
Interesting. I'm assuming it dies. I die.
No.
Never mind. Okay. How close is it? Did it fly away from, or because before it still reached out to do whatever?
It simply woke up. The ship has done another rotation and came back around, which reminds me I should shoot my Eldritch Mortar from the Void Scourge. Sorry, from the Phalanx Dreadnought. Blah, blah, blah. A lot of big words for Elmo to be thrown out right now. Just as the eye shifts to look over at you, Nova, you see the top of it get boom, punched by the Phalanx Dreadnought's mortar cannon.
Ah.
So the
Doing
We're still
98
200
damage
feet
to the Astral Dreadnought.
from the thing, right?
The ship is. The rest of the party has moved in.
Okay. How did they all fly? How did you get?
Nova teleported, Nerium fell, Azalea floated.
Gotcha.
I'm flying. Yeah.
Cool. I am not.
Azalea is a dinosaur from our imagination.
Do I have bonus? Okay.
Something about nightmaric integration.
Okay. I can't really get that far, so I guess I will try to teleport closer to it.
Okay.
And so yeah, I'll just use a dimension door to get closer.
Suddenly you're in the storm.
That's gonna give me damage. It's fine.
I would say Azalea, as we are now kind of sculpting, is able to control this storm around around her allies. If you are an ally to Azalea, yeah.
I am.
Yeah.
And then as a bonus action,
But it's the Astral Dreadnought itself now. That is the creature before you. The Elder Brain Dragon has become the brain of this Nautiloid.
yeah, that's really all I can do. All the other spells are.
It's a phase 2 boss.
That's it. Okay. So yeah, I'll just get closer so that I'm within its range of my spells.
Okay.
And that's all I can do.
Make a history check or an arcana check for me real quick.
Hey, yeah. 27.
27.
For Arcana.
Anti-magic cone. The Astral Dreadnought's opened eye creates an area of anti-magic, as in the anti-magic field spell. An 150-foot cone. At the start of each of its turns, the Dreadnought decides which way the cone faces. The cone doesn't function while the Dreadnought's eye is closed or while the Dreadnought is blinded. Obviously, this is not your normal Astral Dreadnought. Also, I'm giving this information based off of earlier intention that you vocalized. It cannot be banished, the Astral Dreadnought.
I figured as much. Yeah, really, I don't know what I'm doing getting this close because any of my spells aren't really going to do that much damage. Okay, but yeah, but that's all I can do. I use my big spell to get here. So
Okay.
that's me.
I've got a dirty 30 to bite Nova Wake Sim.
Gonna have to do better than that. Because I cast... No, actually, no. That actually, it's dirty 30.
Am I gonna have to do better than that?
Are you sure?
I think you've just done what you needed.
Apparently, its AC is 24.
Bless you.
I'm going to... Sim is going to Silvery Barbs that.
Okay. Even higher.
Oh.
He's got a plus 16 to his chomp.
You do that again?
The third time?
It hits.
Oh, okay. I was like, woohoo. All right. This bite deals Sim 2 32 magical piercing and swallows it.
It doesn't because it dies. But
Okay.
But as it dies, a contingency procs, and it shall be polymorphing.
Okay.
Not true polymorphing, because you can't true polymorph with a contingency.
Okay.
But polymorphing into, I was hoping we wouldn't get here, so I didn't get the creature I wanted up and running. But there's a beast, a horrible beast in his mouth that might be too big for him to eat.
Bad news. It's not likely.
I have prayers. Did you know that? Did you know I can pray? Did you
Like
know
a wish spell?
We gods do in fact pray.
Kind
Kind of like how adults rely on adultier adults to adults.
Sure.
Gods are relying on godlier gods to God.
There's always a bigger god.
All right, time to kill it.
All right, Qui-Gon.
The fuck is Traxagore?
Trogdor?
Traxagore. How big? He's a tiny beast. Oh, this is a polymorphed otter. Okay, that doesn't really count.
Hey, yo.
That's not really a beast. That's a named character who just looks like a beast.
Are you surfing for things to polymorph into right now?
I've been caught unawares.
I mean, that's fine. Happens to me all the time.
Fuck it. Huge giant crab.
Hell
We'll call
yeah.
upon the stonks within us all. And the huge giant crab appears.
All right, so if the creature is huge or smaller, it is swallowed. And also finds itself donjoned. And appears next to Nerium. Nerium, the hole in the floor that Nerium has dug into. This is a very much alive stomach that you are inside of in a, not a pocket dimension, but a, what did it say? What did it call it exactly?
Demiplane?
Yes, thank you, a demiplane, which is a fancy way to say pocket dimension, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
It's just bigger.
Motherfucker.
Crab! Suddenly
Everything.
crab.
Everything results in crab. All
See that
things
one of his eyes is a
converge to
black hole.
crab.
Nerium, you don't know if this is Nova Prime or Nova 2.
God damn it.
All right. That's its first attack.
Oh.
Hey, Azalea. Hey.
Yeah.
You up there with your moonbeam. It like moves out of the way of the moonbeam and gets to the side of the storm before bashing into your location.
Wait, how big is this thing?
It's gargantuan. It's massive. It's
Like-
gargantuan by like and more is much.
Can't dodge the moon.
Well, then he
Much
started his
longer.
turn in the
Whoa.
moonbeam.
Oh yes,
Yeah.
he did. Thank you.
And
Con
like,
save. 14.
it fails, takes 80 radiant damage.
Okay.
And like bigger than 720 feet, Lorg?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Oh.
it's the asteroid.
Yeah, but
It's mostly
that's a lot of
asteroid.
feet. That's a lot of feet.
Well, hey, it's gonna be enjoying a lot of Storm of Vengeance.
It
That's
really
true.
is. Okay. Sorry, you were saying it was doing a thing.
It bashes into you. Just you watch as it slides this longer pythonic neck out and swings itself long ways into the storm and into the clouds, and you turn and you can see the rotted eye first and then this huge wall of flesh moving in sideways to hit you. We'll see if it does. 15 plus 16, 31 to hit.
No, actually, yes, it hits.
Well, I don't know. Y'all are
Would
crazy.
it be considered a shape changer since it went into like phase 2?
I would not.
Asking for a friend.
You take 11 plus 9. You take 21 bludgeoning damage.
Okay. Okay.
It is then
We
going
are.
to try. You see a large claw squim appear out of the storm and try to grab a hold of you.
Yeah.
Contested grapple check. As it tries to just grab you, like cage you, like when Gandalf grabbed the moth.
Strength, or I got to get around to seeing that. Was it strength or?
You can roll acrobatics or athletics. I roll
got it.
athletics.
Also, I just passed the concentration check to maintain concentration on the things.
Okay.
17. Or I'm sorry, 19. What am I saying? That's not even the right number. 19.
29. It grapples you, and
Minus.
by that I mean it puts you in a bit of a cage within its massive talon.
Help me.
You sense the mind bear down on you, but I'm out of action economy. So we move on to the single mind flayer who was like, yes! And like turned to look at Nova, and then everything moved. And then the ground underneath everyone moved, and you watched as he was hurled into space and left behind.
Whoops. Fuck you!
Man, that really sucks for him.
I hope you
Sounds
die
like
a
a skill
slow
issue.
death.
He rolls. He fails. You see him suddenly appear near the cage squib, and he tries to grab onto the cage, and he looks at you with
help
these
me out.
hateful
Help me out.
eyes, and then he's gone. And all there is the howling wind around you. Be reminded, there's no atmosphere on this asteroid, so this storm is fucking bonkers if you think about it, what it looks like. Anyway.
Statistically speaking, you will never see anything ever again. Goodbye, my player. There is more space in space than anything.
Which brings us to Nova.
All right, so I need to figure out this thing. It's got its eye cone on me, right?
No, it has since moved up. Yes, sorry. Yes.
So okay, so it's positioned its eye on me. How far away is its face? Because it's a 150-foot cone.
Its face is 80 feet up
Okay, so it's 80 feet.
to contest with Azalea.
It's 80 feet up, and is it staring straight down?
It's looking down at you.
Okay, so currently that's actually an 80-foot cone then.
Correct.
Because it's only reaching 80 feet. Is it staring directly in the center, and I am 40 feet out?
I would say you're 30 feet out. It's not dead center.
Okay. I am then going to use my 40 feet of movement to move out of the space of that.
Okay, you feel the magic return to you.
Okay.
You are riding an astral dreadnought that is a mind flayer in the astral realm.
Wait, so just to be clear, the cone of its eye is where the anti-magic field is?
Yes.
That's the source.
Gotcha.
It lights from there, and
So-
it can move it on its turn.
Gotcha. Okay.
Only on its turn can it move it.
Yeah.
Okay. Are we working with the rules for Quicken Spell that we were working with in Kiol, where you could Quicken Spell action spells in the same turn as you cast an action spell?
I believe so.
Okay. In which case, Nova is going to Quicken Spell a Disintegrate.
Okay.
And I need a deck save from this thing.
All right. How you aiming this?
The whole thing is it?
Mm-hmm. For the most part. There's some like rocks that have kind of grown into mountains around it.
Yeah, I'm aiming at its face. The
Okay.
the part where I know it's squishy.
Okay. You said a dex?
Yes.
I have a -2 to my dex. My 15 becomes a 13, so I'm going to use a legendary resistance.
Okay, cheater. I will then 8th level cast Disintegrate as my action. I need another dex save.
That's a 10. We're going to do a... No, I'm not going to do that. That's mean. If I still had the Mind Flayer here, I would pull something cheeky, but I'm not going to. just because it feels shoehorned in, and that feels wrong. 10.
Hooray! You fail. You get hit with the disintegrate.
Okay.
That's 99 damage.
Damn.
Kame, there's like first he hits you with the one-handed Kamehameha, and then you're like, haha, I resist, I dodge it, and then he's been charging a second Kamehameha, and he blasts.
I'll say this. It burrows into the eye, ruining its mechanic for the anti-magic field, and you can see wedged up in there bits of the dragon, Elder Brain dragon, in the exposed socket that no longer is there.
Oh shit! Azalea! In the eyeball! Squim!
Help me!
Oh god.
I didn't notice you were there. Can't you teleport, mate?
That's how I got here. That was my entire turn. Teleporting.
Well, you're close. Is it holding you?
Yes.
Just shoot
Why
the
would I
bloody
ask
hand.
for help otherwise?
Just shoot the hand then. You don't need to shoot anything else.
It's not been my turn yet. I have to wait. I can't do 60 things on anyone's turn.
All
I'm
right
so-
then.
Literally
it's your
built
turn.
different.
Pass. That's turn.
I'm gonna use my action to move the moonbeam, like recenter it. You said this thing like moved out of the moonbeam?
Yeah, it's still its body's still being hit by a moonbeam though.
Oh, okay, then never mind. It's just gonna
Move the
come.
moonbeam to the dragon in the eye.
I'm gonna
Okay.
move the moonbeam off into the like eye bit.
The beam within this storm just leaving this brief bleached arc of cloud that then mixes.
So it has to make a con save again.
Yeah.
15.
Oh, what's that? It's 80 radiant damage. Oh, that really sucks. And then the Storm of Vengeance. So this round, I can call 6 bolts of lightning. But it says specifically that a given creature or object can't be struck by more than 1 bolt. But given how large this thing is, would I be able to aim at like different parts of this? Yeah. Okay. I'm going to aim one of them at the eye bit.
Okay.
Specifically, I'm gonna aim one of them at the dragon in the eye bit. I'm gonna aim one of them at the hand that's got squim.
Okay.
I'm gonna aim one of them at the body where the moonbeam was previously hitting. Is that all the bits?
It's like 5 bolts of lightning, I think.
It's 6, but I don't know if there's anything else I can hit.
And one
quadruple
weird-looking
hit the
birthmark over here. Fuck this birthmark.
What? Fuck that. Fuck that in particular.
And now it must make a dex save
Okay.
for that.
Why's it gotta be Dex? Why's it gotta be fucking
We
Dex?
found its weakness.
You really did, though.
Blast it!
Blow that piece of junk.
This aura
Out
is
of
getting
the
used
sky!
to its max
Damn.
abilities today.
I rolled an 8, and that makes it a 6.
Well, then it takes
It is
60
slow.
lightning damage.
God damn.
Because I'm maxing out the damage on that one too. I have like
60
one more use
lightning
of this
per
aura.
strike. So that's
Per strike. Yeah,
that's
each
60
strike is 60. So it's 5 strikes, I think, was what we ended up landing on.
We got 6. We got
We
6
got 6?
total.
We got
Got
6.
that
Yeah.
birthmark?
We got that fucking birthmark.
Right, okay.
Fuck that in
cool.
particular.
5 for...
So that comes out to how much damage?
300?
300, okay.
Wait, is that correct?
360.
60 times
360.
360. You're right, math.
Wow.
Circle. Math.
Wow. Okay. The Astral Dreadnought is torn asunder,
Fucking dies. Yeah!
and a raging,
We got winds and a laser. Nothing can stop me now.
and a raging horrified elder brain dragon starts ripping itself free of the carcass, disposing of it before turning and screeching at you and then hitting right in the face with a lightning bolt.
No.
And that's
And the moonbeam.
a 12.
Don't forget the moonbeam.
Yep, that's a 12 on the that's a 12 on the dex save for the elder brain dragon. Therefore one of the 60s goes to the elder brain dragon.
Correct. Yeah.
Yep. And
You know, while we're here,
how do you want to do this?
Azalea has like just she decided this no. That was her mindset going into this was just we're done with dealing with these things. We're gonna murder them all. And so she's kind of flying above the cloud.
Okay.
This weird writhing viney cloud thing. And she's gonna kind of fly up and out of the way and like do like this cool like thing with her really weird awkward pointy dinosaur arms.
Okay.
And that's gonna be what like guides the moonbeam up towards the thing and then also like redirects all the lightning at it. And then like kind of flaps as everything just and murder.
Glorious.
Murder.
I didn't expect the double tap.
I'm free.
How's Squim feeling?
And we only made it to round 3.
Squim. To your relief.
My brain is gone.
Squim, to your relief. You retain your warlock abilities.
Woo.
And you feel a part of you return to yourself for the first time, like a missing part that belonged to the elder brain. Like become your own.
I have sentience. I am Squim. All right, bring me my ship, you guys.
Where is the Nautiloid that the others were on? Is it still
The wreckage?
Yeah, I point to it. I go, there!
You can see some of it just kind of floating in space.
There is your ship, Squim!
It's not as good as that ship. I'll point to your guys' ship. I feel like this is a bad trade.
Well,
Coax takes another shot at the carcass for good measure.
Azalea's gonna
Nova
hold.
2
Very
and
sure this is not a
Nerium
good-
reappear.
Azalea's gonna hold concentration on the Storm of Vengeance until it completes its whole thing, and the Moonbeam until it completes its whole thing, just to like extra, like also I'm with the Goblin on this one. We just want to extra make sure it's dead.
Mm-hmm.
Azalea, I think you got him! Please! Please!
Yeah, see, that's making me think that it's not in good shape to sail and take anywhere.
Okay, I'm gonna go to where the Void Scourge part is and grab that just to be sure.
Okay, so it's an 80-foot beam of wood. It's the whole ass keel. It might actually be longer now that I think about it. Maybe like 100 feet, 120 feet.
At
Where
least.
am
I could try to help.
You're
near
crawling out of the remains of the socket.
Am I near the piece when I come
You
out?
can see it and move that way, yes.
Nerium, we need a forklift!
I'm forklift certified.
Okay.
I can fly over and like pick up Nerium holding the beam and fly us all over.
I'm holding the crab.
Right.
You're holding crab's holding the beam, Nova's hanging off the beam.
Here's the plan. First of all, we need this on the ship somehow. I could also make a demi-plane. You can keep it in there.
You've got lots of different pocket dimensions on board to keep this thing.
We got a storage unit, Captain Teufel.
Aye.
Put this shit in there. It's a part of our
See all the
boat.
goblins start rappelling down and like taking measurements and building scaffolding to lift it up.
All right, Squim, question for you.
Yes.
How many ships does a captain need?
Say a fleet, if possible. I don't know how many are in a fleet, but I'd say at least like 4.
Well, might I direct your attention to that fleet over there? And I point to the fleet that's assailing Istik.
You can barely make it out in the distance. You have to look like that way.
My simulacrum ran a great interference run and cleared out a good couple ships. I suggest, considering these fakers just lost their command, we go and get you all of those ships for yourself. Or you can assume command.
I mean, I'm already in command of this ship, so I feel like if you guys could do that for me, that would be great.
How about you come with us and we assume command of those ships, and then we will be your eyes in the skies in places far. You have important business to do, Captain.
Ooh, better idea. How about you go with me to take over these ships? And then while I command these ships, you guys keep an eye on me from afar just in case anyone pulls any shenanigans.
Just cast
Perfect plan. Let's go.
Simulacrum. Just cast Simulacrum and send a sim with him, and then
The permanent sim with Squim.
Not just eventually abandon him.
All right, Squimulacrum. All right.
Okay, so let's talk about this keel. Miriam, you step up to it. It has since diminished in its bright white-blue glow. And in the grain of the beam itself, you can see many different tattoos and inlaid sigils, much like the tattoos you have on you. Nova, you know that they were able to alter a spell using this magical artifact. In their case, it was True Resurrection, but with the arcane ability that is involved with metamorphosis, the process of turning into a mind flare. As it is brought on deck, there's a brief moment where some of the metamorphosis, thank you, where all of the ropes kind of tangle up and the beam, the keel starts to like fall onto the deck of the ship. Miriam, you, if you choose to, would understand potential hesitancy, might be able to catch a hold of it.
Catch a hold of
the keel as it is falling off of the rigging.
Oh, yeah, no.
Okay, make a strength check.
Flat strength or athletics?
I'll do athletics.
$31?
31? Okay. You managed to catch and squat down. Whoa, and slowly put it down. The whole ship moves a bit with the impact of it. This thing weighs an insane amount, more than it has any right to. Miriam, you start seeing things a little bit. There is a whole mechanic in canon D&D known as your silver cord. And what that looks like is if you were to astrally project, good lord, I can't talk today, into the astral realm, there would be a silver line that would trail back to your physical body and your physical, in the physical dimension. That doesn't apply here. What you experience and see instead is the only thing you could call a riptide of a kind. It's this rose gold radiant hue that kind of slowly seeps away from you and spreads and dissipates off in the direction of Kjol. And you look about and you can see Nova too in the same direction. Azalea's riptide is this slow nodding misting in every direction that like folds in on itself and curls and ties itself together before dissipating. And Squim doesn't have one.
Am I the only one who sees this?
As far as you can tell.
Y'all don't? Yep. You don't. Okay.
What you seeing, mate?
We got some interesting looking tethers right now. Well, not Squib.
Naturally. He's untethered. Unfettered by the ways of mortals.
Mortal.
I'm trying to talk him up here. I need to convince him to leave us alone after all of this. He needs to go home.
Elias looks terrifying.
Oh, is it because you're touching this thing? I'm gonna slap the keel, just like
Okay.
see what happens.
You slap the keel. And it's this solid, it's like you're hitting old stone. It's such a solid piece of wood. And then you look up and you can see it as well. You can see other crew members with their own rose gold riptides shooting off in various directions. Some of them are dispersing in every direction like Azalea's as well.
I'm going to take a guess and say it has something to do with their home plane of existence. Can I make a roll to see that of some kind?
You can make an Arcana check. Nerium can help you and give you advantage.
Thank you for that
Can I
advantage. That was in
guidance?
that one.
What?
Okay, that is a 12 plus 18. That's a 30.
Sure, you can guidance.
Guidance? Okay, so
Mm-hmm.
30 plus d4. Plus 4. So it is 34.
You are correct. This is different. This is not the same rules as a silver cord, because you physically are here in the astral and have been for so long. This is almost the soul's will is the best way you can place it. It's yearning.
Put Azalea's hand on there so she can see it. Like, look at this
Right.
shit.
Do I also see this?
Hyman also comes over and touches it.
Seems like
Yes.
this connects to your soul's yearning. Swim.
What does
Yes.
Nova's thing look like again?
A rose gold undercurrent seeping out in a direction towards Kjol.
Okay.
Swim, it seems like you are unfettered by the want of a soul. You are stronger than the rest of us.
Does anything happen if I touch it?
Nope. Sorry, you do see what they see.
Okay. You'll have strings. Why?
You got no strings to hold you down.
You have no want of anything. You're a true daredevil.
This is my truth.
Your truth is you seek nothing, want nothing. Only but the wind at your back and the adventure before you.
Yes. Is there wind currently in the sea that we're in?
I
Yeah.
cast gust of wind.
I'd say there's still
like
a
a
storm
breeze.
going on. So yes, ish.
Ish.
Well, I think what's his face? God who's jacked my shit owes us an apology and a thank you.
Is there a specific order that you're requesting those?
I also have a shrimp to kidnap.
Suits the fancy. Suits the fancy.
True.
Let's begin our journey back, everyone. Great work today. Victory. We succeeded. Rah rah rah. All that good stuff.
Azalea looks very unbothered.
screech.
Azalea looks super unbothered, just sitting there with her arms crossed, kind of smirking, while Melly is sprinting in circles joyously.
Okay.
The zoomies.
So, we don't have too much time left, so we're going to do this as kind of a epilogue kind of stasis. We're going to do a bunch of different kind of sped up things, simply because we don't have too much time left, as much as it would be awesome to kind of unpack all of this. Due to the time constraints, we're going to speed it up a little bit. With the help of Captain Croylix, the party meets with High Priestess Lermont, who speaks on behalf of the god Axie. Last person to speak with Lermont and Axie. Sorry, last one to speak with the god Axie. You are presented with a depressing shard of wood. It's about this big, and it drives home the sense of unattainable goal as all of this, thank you for the raid, hello, as all of this wound up to just this one piece. And it is indeed powerful, and we'll dive into that later. But if you're looking for every piece of the Void Scourge, this is gonna take millennia. And you're reminded of go ahead.
Hopefully we'll have enough soon that we'll have our boat in a functional state.
You're reminded of that one witch that you spoke with about trying to find loopholes, finding shortcuts in your unobtainable goal. And you chew on how you're going to apply this to future choices. With the Council of Necromancers destroyed, Squim, what does it look like as you take a hold of the power vacuum and become the new admiral of the Nautiloid fleet?
I think I speak to all of the other Nautiloids and Illithids, and basically on a large PA system, which is just in their minds, but everyone can hear it. I will say, we are now under new management. Squim shall rule everything, and you're all getting promoted. First mate. And I am captain.
Cheers.
Just me only as captain.
Guidance when there was none. Finally.
Beautiful.
And then
Mind Flayers crave it. They need it.
I'll say first order of business: spread out and find the rest of the ship. We're gonna try and find pieces of your guys' ship for you, and then bring it back to the big ship, so that I can get a big ship. Not really, but if it's gonna take a long time, you guys probably need more help to find pieces. And if you guys are all still my first mates, obviously I should still.
I mean,
look
clearly
Squim-
we still work
Squim,
for you. So
roll first roll a d20.
Got it. Rolled. It's rolling. 7. I found 7 pieces of the ship already. You guys gotta
Roll 7 d100s.
Oh.
Ooh. That's a lot of let me see. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I hope this works. $272. I found 272 pieces of the ship.
Sorry, I needed those individually.
Okay. It deleted itself. Let's find out what that was. Game log.
You can reroll.
Why doesn't it not?
Also,
Yeah,
Scream,
it
you have
shows it.
inspo.
Cool. Sick. I love that. It does the thing where it shows that you rolled everything individually, but then doesn't show you what they all are.
Just grab a little D10 and a D100 lying around, and we'll do 7 one at a time. I know. Look at it. Look at it go. Look at the clickety clacks. Fall in love with the clickety clacks.
Okay,
Return to the old
time.
guard.
So we got,
Jingle, jingle, jingle.
Jingle, jingle, jingle.
okay, 79.
All right.
49.
Alrighty.
58.
Okay.
60. I'm sorry, 36.
Alrighty.
Nope, that's a D8. Nope, that's too many. Okay. That was almost 100. 84.
Alrighty. You got 2 more.
30.
Alright.
57. Would
Okay.
inspiration give me another full run to 7? Do I know what I'm
Go
rolling
ahead and
for in terms of
re-roll your
good or bad?
30
Okay.
if you want to use the inspiration.
60.
Okay. 3, 4. Yeah, you find 5 pieces over the next passage of time, and you find the location of 2 more, but we're unable to obtain.
Over that time frame, you'll get messages from time to time from Squim that says, First Mate Nova, report.
We are traveling in this direction. What is up? Captain Squim.
The 5th piece is en route to you currently. I have locations for 2 more. Please collect these pieces of my ship promptly.
Squim.
I told you he was amazing. I told you. I knew he was awesome. I fucking love Captain Squim.
I suppose maintaining him as an ally wasn't the worst idea.
It was the fucking best idea I ever got that had.
in the
I can say that.
in the intent of a solid footnote for things to come. In the future war between the Astral Elves and the Illithid Empire that you are a part of, how do you go about commanding your forces?
I think. What is the reason that we're at ends that they're fighting?
Astral Elves fucking hate your guts. Just want to eat your lunch, and you
On
hate
like
them.
a just a life.
It's kind of on
essence.
principle to wipe out Illithids.
Got it. Okay, interesting.
That or
okay,
you're not sure.
I'm gonna go around to strike fear in the Astral Elves. Basically, project into their minds the cacophony of damage and mayhem that my original first mates did to a big giant ship, wiping it out in a matter of seconds, to instill fear on them. And during that time, we make our advances on the battlefield and win, by just being like, hey, if you just leave, I won't get my guys to come rough you up. And these aren't even my real guys. These are just my pawns. I'm talking my rooks, my bishops, my knights. We're just playing checkers right now, baby. Wait until until I get the chess pieces out.
the piece of Void Scourge that you got, Azalea, Nerium, and Nova. It has to do with manipulating this rose gold riptide.
Can I see that, maybe? Just a little bit.
Yeah.
Cool. That'd be cool. That's TBH. That's how Fish is reacting to this. But Azalea would very much be like, "May I look into that piece specifically for a little bit? I feel it may be useful."
Nova guards it a little bit, like, you're not gonna start the whole fucking religion off of it, are you? And then claim it's yours.
Okay, trauma.
I don't need the piece of your ship to do that.
Ha!
I'm gonna reach out with my hand, being my true form. Just my hand, though.
Mm-hmm.
This weird, creepy,
It
viney thing that's
blossoms
kind of
into this
Yeah, it
many
kind of grows at the end. Yeah,
reaching,
just...
grasping thing.
You should get that trimmed. And I put it in her hand.
And it kind of like returns back to hand shape as I bring it closer to me. It's like a really weird like experience watching this thing vine back into a semi-humanoid shape.
Okay.
I'm just gonna pocket that later.
Azalea, you find yourselves deep underground in the city isle of Vishtik. You hold the this piece of Void Scourge in your hand, pondering the potential of it. As you approach Surf and Turf, the dragonfly shrimp-like pre-society cavemen who have prophetic dreams, prophetic nightmares. What do you do?
Sorry, say that last bit one more time.
You approach the underdwellers of the island city of Vishtik.
Mm-hmm.
What do you do? And did you bring anyone with you?
I mean, if anyone wants to come with me, they're welcome to come with me.
I had made the promise to wipe them all out with a meteorite, so I've got to make good on that.
Okay. Nova is with, I assume, Nerium Squim?
Yes.
Absolutely. Excellent. The party moves down into that area and find yourselves above this cave network where they reside.
All right. You may need to re-engage your telepathy familiar situation again.
I cast Rary's telepathic bond on all of us, so we all can telepathically communicate.
Okay.
And I get my familiars to go down as these two ravens.
There has been infighting. You find many bodies brutally murdered in the halls.
I'm gonna be in cat form and just kind of slowly tiptoe over everything.
What you find
is why we don't let people have too much free thinking. It's
many factions have broken off and are hiding in various corners of this warren, and they're all like at the point where they're trying to get each other to ration food and figure out where the other factions are, and it's gone really bad, really south, really fast.
I'm beelining to where this almost as if the party showing up put a speed bump into everything that was developing. Kind of like if cavemen found aliens, you know what I mean? We get pyramids eventually, right? I'm gonna walk. I'm just gonna beeline to where Interf was before.
You find that room, and you find Interf and Surf and a couple of other ones that are all standing about. They got crude weapons, and they rejoice at the return of Azalea.
I kind of do like a little bow in my cat form.
Okay. I have my other familiar cast telepathic bond, so we can all speak to each other now.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
The shrimp people to Azalea and the familiars. All right, what the fuck happened here?
I will be taking him now.
Interf or Surf?
Interf.
They point at the oldest one. Chosen. The claw.
Well,
and just to let you guys know, your weird prophecy magic is going to come true. I am delivering the meteorite to crush you as we speak.
Yes! They exult.
It's gonna look a little different than your dreams, but it is, trust me, cataclysmic.
It's prettier.
I would like to ask it a question about how things went down the last time we were here.
Okay.
I know I was in Turf's brain and like seeing the dream that he was having and all that. When Surf was recounting what the comet was supposed to look like, did it seem like he was like the interpreter person for the dreams?
He was
Or-
the experiencer of the dreams.
Surf?
No, not Surf. Sorry, Interf.
Interf like was experiencing the dream. Did it seem like Surf was interpreting the dream?
No, Surf
Like-
has
like he
started
was
this whole
necessary for the
alternate thing
process.
based around you, and that has
gotcha.
started that was the first domino that divided the people and started killing each other.
Okay, cool. So like I don't think anybody else is necessary in this dream situation that's happening.
Okay.
Okay, cool. I'm just confirming.
Mhm.
Okay, cool. Then I will leave. I'm just gonna scoop Interf up onto my back and just
Okay.
start walking away. Right, have at it, Nova.
All right, everybody, we will be gone in a minute. After that minute is up, your meteorite will arrive and kill you all. Good? Excellent. The ravens, one of the ravens is like, "Whoa," and it pukes out a little bead of light as I cast delayed blast fireball.
You're not even going to use an actual meteor. You're just
Nope,
gonna...
not worth it.
You're not gonna be
Run!
able to kill all of them.
Huh?
You're not gonna be able to kill the entire people, like they
How,
would.
this place is tiny, right?
Yeah, but how big is
You
your
gotta
blast?
convince.
20-foot radius sphere. So
Oh,
that's
this is just one of
20
the
foot
maybe
diameter.
5 factions that have arisen within this warren.
How big is this place?
Walmart.
A Walmart size?
Yeah, of very tight little tunnels and such.
I guess you gotta get a meteor.
Walmart.
I mean, I can help with erupting.
I mean, you could
Earth.
also, if their goal is to die, then just say whoever wants the prophecy to come true, go to the orb. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna tell Surf
is
that.
more
I'm just saying.
humane.
Smarts about
I'm gonna say.
How strong
hey,
is their?
hey,
Yeah, like because honestly, probably shouldn't be doing this. But
So,
Hey, Surf. The prophecy will come true right here on this exact spot. So, go
interesting. Okay.
spread the word.
As you guys take your leave, something interesting happens.
Oh.
Niram's making progress in getting into the hole.
I can hear his
again. I'll do it again.
Please, it
Interf,
hurt, it hurt.
Interf has been struggling with the idea of language and time and such, and sense of self in this whole experience. Has gotten to the point where they catch up and looks at you as the other thing goes, that means I was wrong. And then you hear the detonation below.
Interf said that means I was wrong.
And a
The
group
smoke hole.
Go back in time.
Interf's conscious? Wait a minute, hang on.
Interf is conscious.
Oh.
And
Well-
now, to your beck and call, a small faction of Aleps are born. Aleps are these wispy, shadowy, I forgot to take a picture of them,
That's
posting
how they look like.
a picture,
Got it.
grabbing a picture and putting it in the Discord of what an Alep looks like. But they are undead and are formed out of blasphemous secrets that they feel they must share. Getting the picture now. Save. Sorry, I forgot to get this one. Bop, ba da dee da. Bop. Void Scourge. These boyos.
Oh.
Wait, so what was the blasphemous secrets part of that description?
Prophetic nightmares.
Ah, okay, cool. Awesome.
When a mind uncovers a secret that as a powerful being has protected with a mighty curse, or something like this, the result is often the emergence of an Alep. Secrets protected in this manner range in scope from a demon lord's true name to the hidden truths of the cosmic order. If you know what I'm talking. The Alep acquires the secret, but the curse annihilates its body and leaves behind a spectral creature composed of fragments of the victim's psyche and overwhelming psychic agony. Every Alep is racked with a horrifying insight that torments what remains of its mind in the presence of other creatures, and Alex seeks to relieve this burden by sharing its secret. The creature can impart only a shard of the knowledge that doomed it, but the piece is enough to rack the recipient with temporary madness. The survivors of an Alep's attacks are sometimes left with a compulsion to learn more about what spawned this monstrosity. Strange phrases echo through their mind, and weird visions occupy their dreams. The sense that some colossal truth sits just outside the recall plagues them for days, months, and sometimes years after their fateful encounter. These creatures would want to share this information, but they are not able to communicate, and so they are able to be controlled.
Okay, excellent.
Challenge rating of 5. Roll a d20, and that's how many you have at your beck and call.
All right. Don't fail me now.
18.
17.
Close.
Hey, I was close.
You have 17 of them. I will send you the information. They are in Mordekainen's Tome of Foes.
Foes in that tome.
They have howling babbles. They have madness touch, incorporeal movement, and whispers of madness. They are immune to charm, exhaustion, frightened, grappled, paralyzed, petrified, poisoned, prone, or restrained. They even come with dark vision.
I have prophetic minions.
Hey!
Well, there we go. We have made good on your prophecy. Congratulations, Inturf. How do you feel?
I am a prophet.
Good job. All right.
When we get him back to the ship, I am tying him up and putting him under the supervision of Task.
Oh, Task will love this. Task will love every little bit of it.
He's not allowed to die, and he still needs to be able to sleep.
But let's get back to the ship. Scrim, you need to get back to your ships. Congratulations, by the way, on the promotion. Also, is it the promotion that everyone the first made? I have a gift for you, by the way, that I'd like to give you. A single gift for you to take on your travels with you.
Yes.
I would like for you to have my sim.
Whoa.
You get one, and he might not last very long, but he's yours for now. Take good care of him.
Nova 2 looks like as he goes to stand next to Squim.
I lean in and I go, dude, it's just until I make you again, okay? The gesture means more than the thing itself.
I only have this one set of experiences. Why did I get the short stick?
What did you guys give me?
All right, you get to
I look to the others. And what did you give me?
I got you my patience.
Is that tangible?
Is that corporeal?
Is that corporeal?
Miriam's gonna pluck one of the gold pieces in her hair. She's like, here you go.
Thank you. Hold this. I'll give it to Nova.
Nova takes it.
All right. Well, lots of work to do being a captain and such. I will see you when the ship is built. Goodbye.
Bye. Goodbye, Captain Swim.
Anything else we want to say on our end note here of this arc? And huge ups to Dankles for coming in and guesting on Void Scourge. This was so fun. It's been an absolute ride.
It's so much fun.
It's so funny.
So much fun.
You're really funny, dude.
I'm like Dankles doesn't say much over the course of like the 2 hours that we're playing, or 3 hours that 3 hours that we're playing. But like every word is comedy gold. Every single word is like
bangers only.
That's how I work. That's how I do.
That's all Nova wanted to do.
Okay.
Azalea, once we're done with all of the things, is gonna spend some time figuring out what's up with this specific piece of ship that she now has Yep, that's.
Go ahead and make an Arcana check for me real quick as we round out the night.
Okay, cool. Not good at this. 11.
Okay. Montage of you staring at it and stewing, and we'll come up with some more things as that develops.
Yeah.
Miriam, anything you want to end note with?
Probably gonna go up to Squim and just give him into like a noogie hug.
Flinch
Like,
heavily.
You did good.
The skull like softens in and then moves back out.
Appreciate it.
Kid.
As Melly is going to change into an octopus and kind of crawl across the floor over to Squim and like try to like jump, but can't because it's an octopus. Because that's the only she's trying to like pretend to be you basically, but she can't because she's got exactly one form that she can do that
I'll
does
do
tentacles.
this. No, I'll have it levitate so it can float up.
Jellyfishes up.
It's a very excited octopus made of honey.
This is a nice gift, but I believe its home is with you. There you go. And it'll float back over to it.
All right, chat. Well, thank you for being here. I can't wait to have all of the repercussions for all the decisions made tonight. I'm very excited to get to cooking on this.
Quip's first mission with Nova before Nova disappears is going back to that stump and uprooting the world.
Thanks so much for being here. If you want to get caught up, you can go over to the YouTube, Jake and Feffers, and watch the fully edited episodes of the 3 weekly streamed campaigns here on the Long Shot table, as well as the 4+ years of backlogged D&D shenanigans that we've gotten up to. If you need D&D, we got your fix.
Watch
And
at 1.5 speed, you can go through it faster.
that's true. And you can head over to the Discord if you would like to join the community. We also have dank memes. Don't go anywhere just yet. We will be lining up for a Twitch raid, and I gotta figure out who that's gonna be. But for now, let me throw it over to the fantastic Dankles.
Howdy, folks. I'm Dinkles. I did exactly what you saw me do here, but most of the time elsewhere, which is a whole lot of nothing unless I actually decide to do something. I make songs on the internet. You can find me over at Unbeatable Cast on YouTube, where I play a Pokemon TTRPG. It's super fun. I make a theme song for that. And I make songs about stuff that I feel like making songs about. I can't tell you what they are at the moment because they're not in here yet. But when I do, you'll hear them, and it'll sound pretty okay. I will pass it to Sir Offbeat.
What is up? My name is Offbeat Outlaw. You can find me on YouTube and TikTok under those exact same names, as well as on the Jake and Feffers YouTube channel. I've been in so many of those campaigns. At least 50% of them have my face in it. So if you want to watch them, it's a good time. It's a riot. It's a hoot and a half. That being me, Nova's very happy with himself. Pass to Lexi.
Hello, I am SmolBirdLex. You can follow me at SmolBirdLex and SmolBirdArt. I do art. All the art you see in front of you. I did that.
It's beautiful.
Give me money.
She's great. It's beautiful. 10 of 10. Do that.
All right, chat. Pile into the dummies and dice rolls.
No,
go ahead.
fish.
Wait a minute.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
Hi, I'm Fish Finley. You can find me at all the places at Fish Finley. I sing, I play games, I draw. It's a fun time. I just finished doing Inktober over on my Instagram, so go check it out. I did every day of the entire month of October.
Good.
Somehow, truly a miracle to us all. I'm very much enjoying playing Azalea. It's great, fun time. Things are stirring. Plans are being made. Stuff is happening. I'm so excited. This has been a wonderfully fun arc. It's been great playing with everybody here. So, back. Now it's your turn.
All right, everybody, pile into this raid. We're gonna kick it with dummies and dice rolls. Have a phenomenal rest of your evening. I will see you Tuesday. Everyone say bye obnoxiously for me.
Bye.
Solid.